And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And did anything happen within the last hour or so that you reckon would be perfect to talk about on this show? I think there was, so I cannot do it on my own. Let me bring him in. It is, of course, Rich, displayed once. Rich, how you doing?
I am doing good. You okay, Dan?
I'm all good. Was there anything to talk about today, or have I just got the wrong days? Because we are on a wet Friday instead of a Thursday. So have we mixed up our days and got this wrong, or?
I'm not sure. I just turned up. You just told me to come, and I appear.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to little... Hang on a minute. Oh, I remember! San Diego Comic-Con. They just had a Marvel Legends panel with tons of reveals. That seems like something you and me can talk about. So let's do exactly that today. Me and Rich will be recapping all of the Marvel Legends revealed that happened at San Diego Comic-Con. All the little hints and teases and the full reveals. We've got a couple of waves, basically 2 full waves. Loads of little like nuggets as well from other figures and characters. So we can sort of dissect that and see what we think today. I've purposely not reposted anything on Instagram of the panel or spoke to anyone about it because I thought, let's just do it right now with Rich. Rich doesn't even know what I think. I could hate it all, Rich. Do you reckon I hate it all?
Possibly.
I could. I've got a poll up in the chat right now.
Heel turn, Dan.
A heel turn coming. I've got a poll up in the chat right now to ask you guys what you think. Shout out to Pancake who's just subscribed. So I've got a shout. I was about to say I've got a pancake. Then I haven't. I've got a poll that says how do you rate the Marvel Legends San Diego Comic-Con reveals? Now remember, people, no right or wrong answers. It's your own personal preference, all right? So don't feel bad no matter what you put. I've put 0 to 3 out of 10 is not good. I'm not happy. Not happy about it, all right? I wanted better. 4 to 5 was, it was okay. It was fine. It was fine. 6 to 7 was, yeah, I'm impressed. Good ideas. I'm happy. I think I'm in that category. I'm happy. I'm okay. I like what I've seen. And then 10 was pow, fire, beyond expectations. Only 5% say that so far. So 5 people were blown away, but 34% said they were impressed. 49%, so nearly half of you, said it was fine. And then 13% said no, not good. So that's our initial sort of reactions from the audience here. We will be coming to the chat in a second. Rich, where would you put your mark there on that poll?
Like, it was fine. I think if you include the other reveals that we've had, it might go up to impressed. But I think for what the new stuff that they showed in the thing, it was fine.
Yeah. I'm talking San Diego as a whole so far. Everything, not just the panel, everything as a whole. And I think, as I said, I'm impressed. I mean, I would say I'm about 7.5. Like, I'm a Legends guy, obviously, so I'm a little bit biased to this type of stuff. But I genuinely did like quite a lot of what we've seen. Some things I scratched my head about, like we have been for a while now, but I'm happy. I'm content, all right? So we'll get into it. We'll break it down. But let me first just say, welcome to the channel, people. This is me and Rich. We go live every Thursday, but today is a Friday because it's a special occasion. We thought rather than being a week late for the news, let's be right on time. So we're streaming a little bit later and on a different day, but you will find me and Rich here talking Marvel Legends and everything in between every single week. Legends and Liquor is every other Sunday for the channel members. Unfortunately, no Legends and Liquor this week, but maybe I'll sneak something in. I don't know. Stay tuned to the channel. Turtles and Tea and Joe's and Juice definitely need shows very, very soon. Maybe Joe's and Juice tomorrow if I phone Tom and Mark, because there is a Joe's panel. And then, of course, NECA. We could do a whole 2-hour show about NECA, and we will with Tanner on Turtles and Tea, all right? So go and check out all the long-form content on the channel. Plenty more to come this San Diego Comic-Con season. It's appreciated. If you want to support all the long-form content on the channel, and just the channel in general, people, help keep my lights on, then please, anything over £4 or $4, Friday will read out your super chat. Contribute to the show as well as supporting the channel. Let your thoughts and opinions be heard to forever live on the live stream replay crew, right? Much appreciated. And again, hit that join button, become a part of the community we're building here. Much appreciated. So we'll jump to the chat real quick, shout out some names, see the regulars are here, and then we'll get into the news because there is lots of it, all right? There's just been a panel, again, 2 full waves. We're going to break it all down. So get buckled in, get comfortable, go and top your drink up. I told Rich before we streamed, I saved this 1 bottle of Koppelberg at the back of the fridge. It was right at the back, Rich. I had to reach in and get it. Until payday. So, like, this is it. I've been waiting for this moment. Turtles and Tea, look at that. Cross-brand promotion. I love it. What colour did you pick out of purple? It looks blue on screen, though, doesn't it? It's annoying as shit.
I think I asked for red, but they've said purple.
Boo. No.
I don't know why.
All right, if Tanner asked, just say it was red. Right, okay, let me scroll up. Let me scroll up. Okay, if you're in the chat, this is the part to say hello. Let us know you're here. Let us shout you out so we know you're joining in with us today. So up top, we got ETB, Re-OO, Crescent Blue Zero, Mark Rose, The Fossil, Serial, Serial Designation. Thank you very much. David, Evan, and Smith. All three of them here. Does that count as 3 viewers, do you think? I hope it does. Damien Ristori, David D. Pole, Jelly Figs, Chris. There's the Super Turk, 5,000. Nevertheless, not 4,999, Rich. No, has to be 5,000. Paul McCarthy, Jay's Toys Collection UK. I'm going to try and make him do a live stream at some point this weekend. I'm going to try and give him some technical support and see if we can make that happen. Paul Morales, Adam's on holiday. I swear you're on holiday in like the valleys somewhere.
In Scotland.
Yeah. Is the missus happy you're watching the live stream? Mikey Moonboots, Big M, IR, Gentle Tuna, California Red Devil, with the blue emojis. Does that mean he's switched to Man City now rather than Man United? That's odd. They did win the treble, didn't they? Jay on the Grind, Profit 924, Jimmy, Lady Mac, Daniel S, Jason Lopez, the Retweeting King, Jay on the Grind, Gary, 80s Kid from the 90s, Jimmy Boy, Cute Cool, Mings Luna, Retro Vintage, Chi Collects. There's Agnugla. Quick, get him down the well. We get us to 100 likes. It pushes him back down the well. I hope he's all right, though. I haven't spoke to him in a while. Hopefully, someone send him some food.
He said he's going to watch the Star Wars stream. Don't give him no love. He's gone.
Fuck you. He's Ghost. All right, I spoiled it for you. They're revealing the Ghost. Now you can come back. Come back, everybody. It's a 3 3/4 inch Ghost, all right? Now we know. They basically give it away. They put a fucking chopper on top of the box like no one would put 2 and 2 together. Justin Collects. Let me scroll down. Oh, there's Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. I'll let Friday read that out. We'll test if she's working first. We like to do that here. Hanger 42 says, yo, Omega Weapon. The J-Bear. Fiendish Frank, he says, what's up? Reveals, absolutely. Your boy's got toys. Says, still have 3 or 4 announcement ups. What's he talking about? Okay, let me take a sip of this. If Friday's not working, Jerry, I'll read out your shit. Oh, there's shit. Thank you, Friday. It is a Friday after all.
Jerry donated $4.99. While I love the Marvel Knights wave, X-Men 60th this and we still might not get Feral, Wolfsbane, Rachel Summers and Green Banshee announced in 2023.
I know, it's painful, isn't it? It's painful. We have all these hypes and we build ourselves up and then certain things are not revealed and we get very disappointed. Jerry says, while I love the Marvel Knights wave, the X-Men 60th, this is still not, we might still not get a Feral, Wolfsbane, Rachel Summers, and the Green Banshee announced in 2023. Well, it's true we didn't get them revealed today, but they are characters we desperately need and desperately want, but there are other opportunities for reveals. The reason we haven't got as many reveals that we would have done in like San Diego pre-COVID is because there's more places for them to be revealed now at this time of year. We've got PulseCon at the end of September, and then right at the start of October you've got Toy Fair as well, so I guess they're holding stuff back, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But thank you very much for the super chat. Let's just not mess around, Rich, and just get straight into this. So preview night, as always, they start off with a few little sneaky reveals, and I guess for the first time officially shown were the brand new Disney Plus figures.
Mind blown.
Shocked to see that way.
Wow.
I love the way that they're very aware that we already know these figures, but these are technically the first official reveal of Agatha Harkness, Kingpin, Yelena Belova, and who else is in that wave? Oh, Goliath. Goliath. Wow.
Ooh,
everyone's happy. Everyone's excited for Goliath. Everyone's very excited. There might be a reason we haven't talked about it yet. Maybe because we just don't want to. We shall see if our mind changes during season 2 of What If. But that was revealed, and they also put out a little tease, a little shield next to the Squadron Supreme to sort of tease what we assumed was going to be Power Princess. Spoiler alert, it was. But that's what happened on preview night, and then Thursday, I think that's yesterday, that's when they started revealing all of the good stuff. Now, I don't know if you've noticed on my channel, Rich, I've been talking a little bit about X-Men. Let me see if I can get that up for you. There it is. So I did a little review of some little smaller figures that I wouldn't usually do. But
They do look familiar, those, do I
Yes,
think?
yeah. They
recognise them.
So I did a little review of them, and then perfectly, it was like, what a perfect coincidence, they actually revealed the Marvel Legends 6-inch versions of the X-Men 97 figures. It's like I willed it into existence, people. But if you have been watching the channel, me and Rich did predict this to a T, as in, like, I know there's leak lists out there. Shout out Rectangular, because I know he's going to be lurking in the chat going, I told you all of this. Yes, we know, but it's now officially revealed. Now, what me and Rich were saying last week is we thought they were going to do exactly what they did for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, where we're going to get these figures on a card back, but it wouldn't be the classic orange card like the Toy Biz retro cards. It would be a redesigned, modernized card back for the next generation, and that's exactly what happened. Rich, your first thoughts when we seen this Wolverine? Shout out Toying Around, by the way. These are the first images I've seen were from Toying Around.
Yeah, really happy that they've all got like updated articulation, like so they've all got the pinless joints. I think not all, Gambit hasn't, but most of them have got pinless joints, updated face sculpts. It seems like, you know, there's been a barber moved into the Xavier Academy in the years between, because everyone's got like a new hairstyle. So like Storm's got a mohawk, Gambit's got like a sleek look as well, Bishop's been like shaved down as well. So they've all got new looks. Yeah, look really, really good. I think if you've missed these figures first time around, it's nice to get them again. If you've already got them, there's updates to most of them that I think justify getting them again. It's a shame they were in a bath wave. That is the only downside, I would say.
Look, I always think with retro cards, the way they've sort of done them, the majority of the sort of card back waves, should I say, rather than retro, is it's always re-release or repaints, because it's a sort of, you can pick and choose if you want them or not. They're not essential. There's no builder figure. You don't feel obligated is the word I was looking for, to buy one to complete maybe a builder figure you wanted, which has been a criticism in the past. So again, I think these card backs are just fun for collecting, for display, or like Rich said, to try and backtrack, pick up some characters. And like I always say, I always want the best representation of a character on the shelf, right? So yes, would I like the first time they released Wolverine to be the most best Wolverine ever? Yes, of course I would, but that's not the way it works. There's constantly upgrades and changes, and that's what we're seeing here. Brand new, for the first time, pinless Tiger Stripe Wolverine. So it's similar cowl to what we got off the VHS line, which that was the best cowl, by the way. The VHS Wolverine was probably the best Wolverine, but I didn't like the cell shading. We've always said that on this channel. Not a fan of the cell shading. These, thankfully, no cell shading. So again, it's a completely different collection to what was on the VHS card, because they're the next era of the animated series. So let me go through some pictures here and we can start dissecting. So he comes with a new head and his cowl and the removable crown. I always like that type of accessory. And the new claws as well, which were on the VHS, which are better. They're not those crappy ones that fall out. So overall, you look at like Wolverine, you win on Wolverine?
Yeah, I think this looks great. I mean, it's updated enough that it justifies like being like the 50th Wolverine I'm going to buy.
Look, we can be here. We could be one of those channels that just moan and be like, oh, we've got 17,000 Wolverines. Look, if you don't want it, don't buy it. I want an update. I will take this updated Wolverine all day long. Sculpted hair, pinless arms. He looks great. So there's Wolverine. There's packaging. And I have to decide if I need one or two now. Do I start a whole new wall display? I have no nostalgic attachment to these yet, Rich, because they're the next phase, you see. So maybe in 30 years' time I will want these. So isn't it best I just buy them now? Maybe. I'll think about it. Bishop, he was the last one to be revealed. They saved him because he is probably the most changed character design out of the lot, but he is still in his iconic blue and yellow uniform. Like you said, he's just got a haircut, but he's completely pinless, and I think he looks great right there, right? And the last time we got Bishop, it was on I don't know, years ago now, right? Years ago. So he's a welcome. Like again, this is the type of figure you could pick up even if you didn't want it for the animated shelf. You can fit into your comic display, right?
Yeah, and like, you know, shout out Bishop, like one of the best X-Men. And this is the Mezco Bishop. But this figure looks great. I like this updated look. He's kind of like got his modern day like Krakoa look. That he's got like that short-haired look. Yeah. So it's kind of that, but still with a classic body. Hopefully the head's interchangeable. So if you've got that old Bishop, you can put that onto you, and you've got the updated body there and everything. You know, he's got his gun, he's got his holster still on his back. Just looks really good. Really like this figure.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, like Rich said, maybe you could do a head swap with some of the previous bishops to maybe make your preferred one. But undoubtedly, this is going to be the best body, best aesthetically looking. And again, all the colours on these absolutely pop. So, yeah, really like Bishop. There's another closer look at the head sculpt. Really, really nice. The digital face printing tech on these animated and comic figures really do look good. So there we go. There's Bishop. Next up, we have Storm. So, I'll throw it to you, Rich. You're the expert with the female figures. What are we saying with Storm here? Good pros and cons on this one.
So, pros, I like the new head sculpt. I know some people probably don't like that she could probably just come with the, like, classic hair. They could have put both in there, I suppose. But I like this updated look because, like, the mohawk she has in the comic books, and it kind of, like, changes it just a little tiny bit. But, like, with the costume itself, it's Storm's classic costume. The cape looks like that shit cape that we always get. That looks terrible.
Probably is.
And she's got single jointed elbows. It's like, why didn't they update the females to get the double jointed elbows? I'm guessing with Storm and Rogue.
One sec. Thank you very much. Eric Alfred Abel.
Alfred Abel donated $5. Bishop needs to be business up front and party in the back.
Thank you very much, Eric Alfred Abel. I think I've seen you post in there the bumpire emojis earlier. He says Bishop needs to be business up front and party in the back. Again, hopefully we can mix and match with some of our previous figures and create your preferred Bishop. But I think he looks pretty good. I was trying to find a picture of him from the back there, but we haven't got one. But he looks good. I think he looks good with his nice new haircut. As I said, Rich says a barber's moved in to the X-Mansion. But back to Storm. So you would say, I agree with you, Rich. I don't think they should have updated the arms. Should go all out. But it seems like, at least from the waist up, it's old with a new head. But Rich, pinless knees.
Jelly legs, the days are dead.
Yes! Good riddance to the jelly legs. Storm was definitely one of those jelly leg females that would fall over. I brought flight stands for mine because none of them would fall. She had the back heavy hair as well. And like you said with Bishop, you could probably head swap on this as well. So if you wanted to upgrade your jelly leg Storm, and again, I don't want to have that argument where we shouldn't have to, they should get it right the first time. Yes, that's not how it works though, is it? So personal preference. You want to upgrade, here's your option. Upgrade it, no jelly legs, and swap the head, do whatever you want with it if this is your preferred look for Storm. Storm for me, mind's eye is always in the white. So you happy? You're going to rebuy it just to not have a non-jelly leg Storm?
Yeah, 100% be getting this one. I wish she had the double jointed arms.
Agreed.
But I think with Rogue and Storm, it's because like the upper bit of Storm, she's got that like more fabric-y type of like upper arms. Mm-hmm. So they haven't got that. It's not like they could reuse like the Shriek or something for that. And the same with Rogue because she's got that jacket. So I suppose those were probably the worst two females to pick in the first wave. Like if they had done Jean Grey, they could have definitely updated. I swear to God, if they do Jean Grey without updating her, then I'm over with. Because there's got to be a wave too, haven't there? The characters they picked in, it sets itself up with the cross sale on like the kids pack you got. That shows like the full cast photos. So I think there's definitely other characters.
Indeed,
coming.
We can break that down at the end. California Red Devil has just jumped in and said to get experience Welsh football when Wrexham plays United in San Diego Tuesday. In the meantime, the Christ Star hype is real. Justice for White Rabbit. Hashtag. Sorry about White Rabbit. She has been trying to sneak in my reviews, though, the little sneaky rabbit. She seems to be teaming up with Spymaster. You're going to have to keep an eye on my reviews for that. But, Wrexham just got beat by Chelsea 5-0, didn't they? Maybe Chelsea are onto something this season with Pochettino. We shall find out, but I want to keep the football talk to a minimum while we've got 200 people in here talking about Marvel Legends, all right? So back to Storm. We will obviously speculate what we think Wave 2 is going to be. But Storm, head sculpt looks good. All the head sculpts look good. There's another picture of Wolverine. I don't know what order these are in, so I'm just going to skim across. There we go. Right, Rogue. So Rogue, we blew Jay's mind earlier in our Instagram chat because Jay didn't realise that for the whole time in the animated show, Rogue actually had a green jacket.
Who else didn't know that, Dan?
Me.
Yeah, I watched your review.
It's the they call it the Mandela effect, don't they? Where you just subconsciously have that shared belief of something, and no one corrected us. So yeah, in my mind, I've always thought that she had the brown jacket, but no, it was green. There are hints of brown on it, and different angles in the shadows maybe, but no, it's green. It always has been. So here she is in the more accurate green.
Always been brown in the comic books, and in the Toy-Biz figures, it was brown. So it was kind of like, I think that's probably where everyone like.
Yeah, it's like confused. An amalgamation, isn't it? Like your mind's eye, yeah, of course. But here it is now in the more toon accurate animated accurate green. So again, like Rich said, unfortunately didn't update the elbows. Still single jointed elbows. Very frustrating. But we do seem to have updated pinless legs here as well. And it seems like her knee pads, the legs are different because those old knee pads.
They would fall down, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
they were like the loose bits.
So this knee, she's got like the little discs, ring things that fall off, and there's the knee pads that hang over, where these are sculpted like as part of the top thigh piece. So I do think these aesthetically look a little bit better. Obviously, she's going to be a little bit more sturdier on the shelf. And let's have a look at that head sculpt, shall we? What do you think of the head sculpt on this one, Rich?
It looks a bit plain. That like the white kind of like blends in. It might look better in person. It could do like a bit of a wash, I think. But it reminds me of Marvel vs. Capcom, of like the Toy Biz did like X-Men versus Street Fighter 2 packs, and Rogue in that line. Like it kind of reminds me of that. So I'm not hating it. But I understand, like, to some people, this is probably the weakest in the wave because I don't think it pops the face like the other ones do.
Like, I know we've had this is the Juggernaut wave version, but there is a retro version as well, which does have an improved face. But I still think this one here may be the best of the three, and she's got the black hairband now rather than the green hairband. So again, the most accurate looking Rogue we have gotten so far. And Rogue's always a popular character. There was a time that Juggernaut Rogue went for crazy money on the aftermarket. The retro card came out and killed that price. But now even the retro carded Rogue goes for a pretty penny. So like these X-Men characters in their Jim Lee uniforms, they're like evergreen. They're like, you want to get them out every now and then. Encourage the new collector to get on board. Let's not be selfish if you already have these. Just don't buy them if you don't need them. But let's get hyped for everybody else to have the opportunity to get these characters. Because again, they're iconic. They're my favourite X-Men look. Gambit!
And Retro Vintage as well says that he thinks that the jacket for Rogue is new. And I think that as well. At least like the overlay bit, like on the top, that looks different to the one that we've already got.
I don't know. I can't really tell here. Oh, no, it is. Because, see, these are like folded out, like two flares, and that's sort of tucked in. So, yeah, it does seem like the middle jacket, yes, is a new sculpted piece. Good spot, Retro Vintage. Good spot. But, yeah, even the sculpted lines are different because she's got sculpted padded lines all the way down on this one. This one has different sculpted lines. So, yes, it is a new jacket. Confirmed right here. Breaking news. Breaking news. Go and spread the word, people. Right, back to Gambit. Gambit, another character, just like Rogue, who we have got on a card back. We got him in a Build-A-Figure wave. There has been plenty of opportunities to get yourself a Gambit. Now, they have updated this one with a new head and a new jacket, but I do think everything else we see here is reuse. Not pinless. He's got the pins on the knees, same Gambit knees, same single jacketed elbows. Very frustrating. I definitely would have wanted improved elbows for Gambit here. But again, new head, new jacket. I'll see if I can get a better picture. No, he's got his card in his face. What do you think of Gambit?
I like the head sculpt. I think it's really good. With Gambit, Rogue, Bishop, and Magneto, I do wonder if these were like intended to be part of the VHS line,
and then
they kind of like pivoted, just put a new head on them, and then like here they are type of thing.
Got rid of the cell shading because they know people have been literally stealing their girlfriend's nail varnish remover or their own and getting rid of all the cell shading off their like figures. So I'm glad to just like that VHS. It does stress me out a little bit now because I've now got like random VHS figures of a team incomplete that I never really wanted to complete anyway, but I'm a sucker. I bought them, and now are they ever going to get complete? I don't know. But there's Gambit again. I do wish they'd updated his elbows. I don't mind the pins on the knees too bad. Like if the colours match at least. Like I'd still rather pinless, of course, but if the colours match, I'm not mad. But the arms, I think Gambit's worthy of more. And I know Ryan Ting wants to do an unjacketed version of Gambit in the Legends line. He's mentioned that a few times. But new head, new jacket, probably a little bit more sleeker, a little bit more natural looking than the previous one for a display. So I still think out of everything we've got so far, he's probably going to be aesthetically the most accurate to the animation, at least so far. But there he is on a flight stand. Oh, there you go. There's a better look at his face. There he is. Mon ami. Mon ami. I can't do any impressions, Rich, but I know he says mon ami a lot.
Mon ami. Yeah. Amazing French accent, that was.
I sound like Sylvester Stallone. I can't do accents at all. I'm not my thing. But he looks good. And I like they painted the card. On some of the previous Gambits, we just got the plastic, we just got the translucent pink plastic. They didn't even paint the card. So, small detail, but they did it at least. There he is. Lots of pictures of Gambit in the end. There's his in-chamber. We've got that accessory piece about 8 times. You can have all your X-Men characters could have that accessory piece. Right, moving on to Magneto. So, Jim Lee Magneto. Last time we got this was in the free pack. So this is the first time you can buy Magneto in the modern Hasbro era in his iconic red and purple. That I know these are animated figures or figures inspired by the X-Men 97, but come on, you can use these in a comic display, people. There's no cel shading. These are fair game. This Magneto looks like a hefty upgrade to the previous one. He is now completely pinless, double jointed knees and elbows, and a new tooled in cape piece rather than the old one. I had the old one here pissing around with it earlier, and Droid was right. This would fall around and you'd put it on a flight stand, it would sit up. Wasn't great. So they've tooled it in here. So I do think they've made some improvements and a really nice head sculpt, and I'll try and find a picture. Rich, what do you think?
It looks good. I think we all thought we were going to get Magneto in his, like, Xavier School M look, because that's what they showed in, like, the promo art. But yeah, for what it is, this is an updated Magneto. Like, it could fit in with your comic book figures as well. Like, it just looks like a classic Magneto figure. I mean, again, they could have given another alternate head sculpt. They've already got enough, like, sculpted. They could have chucked one in there. But for what it is, it's a good-looking figure.
Yeah, I think I've got an Eric head sculpt. We got one with maybe the black outfit version. So yeah, that would look pretty good on them. We've got the helmet piece as well that came with that Family Matters 3-pack. So again, if you have, like, I always think like, some people get frustrated when they have to buy a character to get it because they prefer the upgraded version, but they're like, oh, I'm mad, I've already got the other one, which is fair. But I always try and spin that and think, well, now I can just pose my previous one up a little bit different. Like, I can put the unmasked head on the old one now and maybe put that in a different place on the display. And, like, that's how I try and think, and that's what I think here. This will be my main Magneto on my display, and the previous one, I'll put the unmasked head on there, and he can hold his helmet, and I'll put him somewhere else, and it's all good. But there's Professor X in the background. We see you in the background, whoever you are. But there's Magneto. I'm trying to get a good look at the face. He's got like eyeshadow around him, like darkness. But he's meant to be a good guy in the new one. So what's going on there? Maybe he turned. Maybe that's the big twist at the beginning. They're like, they think he's good, but he's really trying to start the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants underneath the X-Men's eyes in Xavier's, in the basements of Xavier's school. There he is. Let's have a look. There he is. Right. There's the helmet. You gonna get the helmet?
I got a big head, so probably not.
I wouldn't fit it either. There we go. So is that them all? That we got them all? Yes, that's them all, including Bishop. Bishop's the picture missing there. 6 figures. Rich, you in on the wave?
Yeah, I am going to get them all, I think, yeah.
Gotta catch them all. I'm in. I'll get them all. I want them to open. I want them to create a nice little display. Try and create a Jim Lee team. But Rich, quickly, let's quickly just brainstorm what a Wave 2 would look like here. I'm just going to throw a character out there. Just one. How about Beast? I'd like that. What about you, Rich?
Yeah, he wouldn't be my first pick, but
who would be your first pick?
It would be Jubilee.
Jubilee, of course it is.
Jubilee,
of course it is. Yeah, so we want Beast, we want Jubilee. Of course, you need Cyclops as well. Now, in the show, like, I know that little figure I just reviewed, he doesn't have the trunks on, but then in the actual, like, some other art, he has got the trunks on. So is he got his pants on or off in this show, Rich? What's going on?
Perhaps he goes for multiple looks. You know, we know he gets Jean Grey pregnant from the, like, spoiler alerts that have come out of San Diego. So he's got to take his trunks off for that, hasn't he?
That's true. So maybe there's variant versions. So we need a Cyclops. So there's 3 figures. We need some more, Rich. So shall we say Jean Grey needs an upgrade, like we just said?
And she needs an upgrade more than anything else.
Yeah,
and they need to put the make do right pissing ponytail hair, because in the promo art, Jean's got her long hair again. But they need to find any, like, make do for all the shit that they've done with that figure. The worst of all the VHS figures.
Jelly Leg Jean is literally got blue tack on the bottom of her feet just so she stands still. Go and listen to Mad Hatter's song of Jelly Leg Jean. But yeah, they got her orange hair is wrong. It's just, like, it's not good. Like, the head swap with the comic version works more as an animated one. So upgrade Jean Grey, all right? Justice for Jean, people. Hashtag it. So there's 4 figures in the wave. We need 2 more. Now, there are some new members to this team, Rich. Do you remember who they are?
You got Morph with the new Age of Apocalypse style head.
There you go. And we know we've just got a Morph as well on the Vulcan body. So that's an easy redo for Hasbro. So there's 5. Who would be the 6th one?
Well, we see it seems to be so there could be 2 with this.
Okay.
Because from the descriptions from the log guys, which haven't revealed much at all, but it seems like the new big bad is going to be Mr. Sinister for the new look X-Men 97. but as well from the promo art, stealing Jubilee slot as
What
the
a-
newest X-Man.
what a
It is
bastard.
Sunspot, it looks like, is joining the team.
Okay, so it could be Sunspot. And I've also seen Angel, Archangel maybe around the team as well. Another sought-after character, another toyetic character.
But they never make Angel, do they? Sorry, Trevor.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, we do need a classic Angel. So yeah, there you go. So as you could just see, very easily you can recreate or create a second wave of these figures to round out a team. Now I know it was meant to come out around about this time. That is why we're seeing the figures right now. Originally scheduled for summer of 2023. That's why the product's made like a year in advance for the release. So the product's on the shelf while the show's on Disney Plus. However, like many things in the MCU, Marvel Studios now, remember, it's been delayed and we don't really know what's happening to it. So there's no official confirmed day of when the animated series starts. Have you heard anything different, Rich, or other than it's just been delayed?
Just that it's been delayed. And I mean, like, I think kind of a lot of us were hoping, because it's like the 60th anniversary this year, with San Diego Comic-Con, that something might drop this weekend. Like maybe they show an episode, or maybe they silently drop everything on Disney Plus. But it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. It does seem like they are saving this for next year now, I think.
Yeah, a secret panel did get to see a brief clip or something of the animated show at San Diego. So if you're out there, let us know how it looked. But I am very excited to see it. I'm going to make sure I rewatch the whole of the previous one. I think I've done season 1 and 2. I'm going to keep going and make sure I watch and go all the way up so I'm fresh, ready for that continued continuity. Right, let's move on. So let me look at my list here. I've got I want to shout out Toying Around because I was watching his stream. He had front row. I was sat in my kitchen eating pizza and I felt like I was front row at San Diego Comic-Con, all right? So Kevin, Toying Around, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. You just saved me like 5K on a trip. Someone commented on one of my videos saying, how come you're not at San Diego? I'm like, yeah, I wish I could go fucking San Diego. I wouldn't even know how to get passes. Kwan with the super chat. Thank you so much.
Juan Benitez donated $5. Going to get Wolverine just for his head. My animated Wolverine head has some paint chipping on the nose.
Mr. Benitez, thank you so much. He says, going to get Wolverine just for the head. My animated Wolverine head has some paint chipping on the nose. Yeah, well, absolutely. Replace the head and then put the head that does work on the other one, and you can have 2 different versions of Wolverine for the display. But no, the head sculpts on all of those figures look very, very nice. Look forward to seeing them in person. Again, there's lots of people actually at San Diego taking pictures. So yeah, so here we have they're at the convention, and I'm trying to do this in like a similar order to they did here. So I think next up they showed off the Deadpool 2-pack, but we've already talked about that on the channel. They did at the event, the pre-breakfast, Rich, show off this picture, but they didn't reveal where this is going to be. So this was showed off on Thursday morning, but we thought we'd see it revealed in this panel, but it wasn't. Where do you think this female Hydra soldier is going to end up? Pinless, by the way.
You know what? I've got no idea, because I racked my brains to think of a female Hydra agent in the comic books. Because like there's been like Viper people, like there's been like agents of Hydra who've had like different looks who were female.
Yeah.
But I can't think of like even a panel with just like a female.
Because we've just got a Madam Hydra as well, haven't we?
Yeah,
So
all the Hydra agents I can think of seem to be male, but
they could
equality for all.
They could do a hench female like they did in the other 2-pack. Maybe it's a 2-pack, or maybe it's just a single army builder trooper. Like go back to that sort of scale, like release. Maybe, who knows? But anyway, that was shown off, but no reveal of it. They also showed off Detroit Steel. Now I haven't got too many pictures of this one, but I'm not gonna lie, Rich. Never read a comic with this guy in it. Is that Tony Stark in there?
No, it started off being like, I think it was Justin Hammer, and it was like Justine Hammer as well. It was, and then it showed up in like, I think Fear Itself, like people got it in Fear Itself.
Okay.
I mean, it was kind of like, like a commercial America, yeah, like type of uniform for the bad guys.
USA.
But it was like, basically the thing was obviously Justin Hammer built this armor, like, and he would sell it to any country. So it's like literally like, if Wales wanted to buy it, he would put a dragon on. It was literally like, it could be made for whatever country, whatever he sold it to be their kind of like war machine type of thing. So yeah, I mean, it is a decent reprint repaint of what it is.
I was about to say that. They needed something to repaint the Ironmonger, so they've paid someone to go through comics and went, hey, look, we can repaint it this. Put the American flag on it and get it out there.
The PulseCon exclusive, this is it?
Yeah, so the actual information on this one is Detroit Steel will go up for pre-order in September, maybe around PulseCon time frame, but no other word on that. So yeah, single packs, Detroit Steel. Not one I feel like I need in my display. Like, I have no attachment. I know it's new, and I'm not against them releasing new things, new modern things. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe once I've read something with them in, or maybe I'll change my mind. But do you need this one, Rich?
No. Your boy's got ties in Russia saying it is Justin Hammer's daughter, Sasha Hammer.
Oh, okay. Maybe I thought that. Maybe that's what I mean. I like discovering and learning about characters via the medium of toys. Seeing the toys encourages me to go and read the source material. So I'm not like mad at it. I just didn't see it and think, oh, I really wanted that, because I didn't even know they existed. But for creative reuse, that's what they do best sometimes, and that's exactly what they've got here.
I mean, at least it's a Pulse exclusive. Like, it would have been worse if this was like someone a much wanted character, like put behind like an exclusive thing.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's a lesser known character kind of like makes it a bit better that it's exclusive, if that makes sense.
Yep, no, I'm with you. Right, I was just setting up the next picture, Rich, because this one's one I was very excited to see. So let me grab them. So, Spider-Man, the animated show, right? We've been talking about it. We've got 3 of these sets so far. We've got the Symbiote 2-pack with Symbiote Spider-Man with the annoying cell shading in blue, and then we had Carnage. Then we got Doc Ock, and the highlight of the 2-pack is, of course, Aunt May. Very, very nice 2-pack. Bendy wire tentacles. My mind's eye of Doc Ock. Very happy. Just like last week or so, we've got Mary Jane. And the Goblin, I liked it more than I thought it was going to. Don't get me wrong, the body needs an upgrade. It's still quite gummy. It's got the pins. But I still preferred it aesthetically compared to like the previous retro Goblin, at least for an animated display. So I wasn't mad at that, but I mainly wanted Mary Jane, let's be honest. So we added 2 civilians to the team. So we were speculating, Rich. We were speculating what we thought this could be. And we had a whole stream about it. And I was half right, Rich. I was half right, because they were teasing it and they revealed it. We're getting a Peter Parker civilian look from the animated show. Now, this makes me very, very happy. Again, like all the characters in the animated show, my mind's eye of these characters, the Peter Parker voice I hear in my head is the Peter Parker from the animated show. So I wanted that on the show. I thought they may go for this look or the shirt look that you can buy at the Disney store. Thankfully, I've saved myself a couple of quid and I don't have to go and buy that shirt now to do a review. Maybe I can find myself a salmon t-shirt and a blue shirt, and maybe I can still cosplay as Peter Parker. Who knows? But I like this. I like this a lot. Completely pinless as well, by the way. He's wearing the jacket, so it may seem a little bit awkward on the elbows. We shall see. Maybe J. Jonah Jameson arm style. I know he's got the big white sleeves rolled up, but he has got the pinless knees, and he's also got boots. Dan said that his shoe game was mid. Wasn't impressed. But he was Peter Parker. He couldn't afford decent shoes, for God's sake. He was taking pictures of Spider-Man. So yeah, Peter Parker. But who was the second one? Now, I was in my kitchen, as I said, eating pizza, getting excited. I was like, okay, here we go. I was rubbing my hands together, Rich. I was like, here we go. I'm ready for him. Let's show me Chameleon. Let's go. And it wasn't Chameleon. But it's okay, Rich, because I'm not mad at this. It is Alistair Smythe. What do you think?
I mean, like, Smythe is, like, essential to the Spider-Man animated series. It's one we haven't got in figure form, so it is a good figure to get. But I think out of all the villains from the Spider-Man animated TV show, I think everyone wanted Chameleon a lot more. But I suppose all of these can be Chameleon, can't they? Every single one of them could be Chameleon.
It is. Someone read that in a comment that Jocasta read out recently, and I was like, they're onto something. Okay, so before we break down Alistair Smythe, just on Chameleon for a second, all right? As much as I was sad to not see Chameleon, as let's be honest now, even Hasbro are aware of this, he is the glaring gap in our Spider-Man Rose Gallery for the animated show, right? We've got we've got like Clone, the Spider-Man clone, like Negative Spider-Man, like we've got characters we don't actually need on that retro card, let's be honest, and they didn't give us Chameleon. Chameleon is that missing gap. So the fact that he's not on this VHS set that we assumed he was going to be, gives me hope, Rich. And I know I'm like Hawkeye. Don't give me hope. But hopefully it means Chameleon's on the retro card, which is my preferred place for Chameleon. I've always said I want that like Insidious 6 team on a retro card. I know is he in Sinister 6? I can't even remember at this point, but I want him on the retro card, Rich. So if Chameleon's not in this 2-pack because he is on the retro card, I'm a happy man. All right? So PulseCon, I'm waiting for PulseCon already. But anyway, back to Smythe. Dwight did say it is all brand new here. So you can see his little pointy toes. He's got the scales on the arms and the big spiky things out his back. He's like mutated robotic himself. I wouldn't have minded Smythe in the wheelchair either. Maybe like a Rider's Wave, similar we got with Charles
Professor
Xavier.
X.
Yeah, thank you. And there's no reason why you can't still give us that. But for the sake of fitting it in a VHS box, I can see they went with that. And there we go. Peter Parker, Alistair Smythe, both come with interchangeable set of hands and a camera. What do you think of the likeness on this?
I don't think it's that bad. I mean,
It ain't, is it? It ain't at all.
No, it looks like the animated show. Like again, sometimes it's hard to tell from these pictures. It looks a bit like deer in the headlights, but maybe he's just flashed himself.
No,
maybe that's what's
going on.
It's
his
his
spider sense, Rich. It's his spider sense. He's went, shit, something's happening. Spider sense, Rich. Come on now. But also, just think we're used to seeing these pictures or our mind's eye are in 2D. Just think it's 2D animation flat. So like seeing it in 3 dimensions sometimes is a little bit like, oh, that's a bit different, but it doesn't mean it's wrong. So I think they've done a pretty good job here. I think the hair sculpt's really nice. The face looks good. He's wearing the right jacket. I see this and think animated Peter Parker. I'm happy. Again, comes with a camera, some swipping hands, and then Alistair Smythe. Again, someone we haven't got in the modern Hasbro era as well. So he's completely new. So happy with this 2-pack. You happy with this one? You win on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. We've convinced Rich. We got there eventually. yeah. Like you convincing yourself as you went along.
It's a decent lineup of the 4 packs. If that's it, it's not it's not that bad. It kind of like fills in some gaps, doesn't it? Type of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Like if you're a fan of the animated show, right? I know these VHS sets are a bit of a gimmick, and it was at first their sort of pivot because they have to do plastic-free packaging. So again, they were creative, and I understood where they went. But looking at this, I'm happy with it. We got Aunt May, Mary Jane, and Peter Parker. Like, happy days. I'm very happy with that. We got a little trinity of civilians that can stand front and centre, surrounded by Spider-Man's Rose Gallery. We've got a very nice Renew Your Vow Spider-Man, or even the retro Spider-Man we've got on the card as well, the South shading. That will work. So, happy with this. Very, very happy with that. Okay, so that's that. So, next up, they revealed a wave, Rich. This wave, we knew was coming. But we wasn't 100% sure who was in it. So let me get the images up because we've already got official images of these because these go up for pre-order literally tomorrow. Tomorrow, these go up for pre-order. The same as Spider-Man, by the way. That Spider-Man 2-pack goes up for pre-order tomorrow. But they revealed the Marvel Knights wave. Finally, we know where Luke Cage lives. All right, so let's start off with Luke Cage. Because, as I said, this is the one we've already seen. So, Luke Cage, classic Luke Cage, was teased to us during Black History Month in February, I believe. Never told us where he was going to be. We all assumed he wouldn't be in another, 4-pack, because the last 2 times we got Luke Cage were in 4-packs. So, give us a comic Luke. I've always said, give the community an opportunity to get Luke Cage single-packed, all right? Let's not break the bank and add this iconic character to the shelf. That's exactly what they've done. And, Rich, can we just have a clap, please? Can we just clap? Plastic packaging's back, Rich! It's back!
What? It's back!
It's
Oh
back!
my god, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it, Dan. I was wrong. All those times I said it was never coming back. How wrong was I?
I told you.
That whole year that I was wrong. Oh.
Can we just have a moment for plastic-free packaging? No, we won't. Good riddance. Get gone. We didn't like you anyway. Yeah, come on now. This is Marvel Legends. This is it. I feel like the plastic-free packaging era is going to go down. I know there's a few figures in there, but this whole era is just going to go down. We had a HasLab that didn't fund. No one liked the packaging. QC issues. Prices rising. People just were not in a good mood. maybe we're seeing light at the end of the tunnel, Rich. Maybe. I'm not saying we have. I'm not saying we are. But maybe there's a glimmer of light at the end of that tunnel.
Well, we can finally see light because we can see through the packaging now, can't we?
So, Luke Cage, what do you think of Luke Cage? Now, here he is. So, he only comes with a set of hands, which is unfortunate. But he does come with a Build-A-Figure piece, which we will get into. But Luke Cage first. You getting him?
Yeah, 100%. This is like the classic Luke Cage look. I think he looks great. Again, there's like, is his pants supposed to be blue? Are they supposed to be black? But I mean, this to me looks like classic Luke Cage, like Sweet Christmas. He just looks great.
Christmas.
The thing that I will say though, I know Luke Cage doesn't come with much, but the rest of these figures, the accessories seem to have like gone back up again.
See what I mean? There's light at the end of this tunnel, Rich.
Hooray! Maybe they do listen, like, occasionally.
Maybe they thought they could hide less accessories when you couldn't see the packaging, like couldn't see the figure. But now the figure's on show again. They're like, well, shit, we need to pack this box out. So maybe, who knows?
Like there was always like 1 or 2 figures in a wave that came with either nothing or like hands. Like even back in when it was like this packaging before. But I think with plastic free, I think they definitely were. Like, oh, people can't see it. Let's just put like nothing in the pack, type of thing.
Yeah, cute quotes like "R.I.P. Mother Earth, burn the earth." Look, I want the environment to survive. I live on this planet, all right. I don't want to die of pollution poisoning, but I don't think Hasbro is the cause of that. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure there's some other companies out there that could do a lot more to improve the environment than getting rid of a bit of plastic on our collectibles. Do you know what I mean? Come on now.
Can I just say that everyone in this chat out there is saving the planet because we've all got these on our shelves. They're not in the ocean. They're on our shelves.
Exactly.
Where they will stand for years and years and years. We're saving the planet one plastic figure at a time.
There you go.
So well done, every single one of you. Tax breaks for us all, I reckon.
I wish. Need it for these legends. So Luke Cage, classic Luke Cage. We did think he may come in a 2-pack with maybe a classic Iron Fist. We thought Iron Fist may be in a wave with him. We all assumed he'd be in this Marvel Knights wave. But now we know officially who's in there. Now, again, there's been root leak lists, etc., etc. We know. But now they're officially confirmed, people. We can actually get excited. Right, so let me jump to this one. First one they revealed was Iron Man. Now, it's a Gamerverse figure, Rich, right? You know how I feel about the Gamerverse. But Have you
played Midnight Suns?
No, I haven't. Have you?
Yeah, I have.
Did you like it? Is it good?
Yeah, it is good. Iron Man is not really a main character in it, but there we go.
Look, I was about to say, though, it doesn't matter where they put Iron Man. Iron Man is like one of those sort of fair games. It's sort of like a rule breaker. Because you can put an armor into a Hall of Armor display, it's like, it doesn't matter what it's labeled as. It just, as long as it's in scale, it works. And like, this is a black and gold armor, which we have had in the past. The old one is like on an old body. It's on my Hall of Armor up there. It's not very good. It's in one of my little cells. So an updated black and gold armor, I'm in for. So I don't really care that this says Gamerverse and Midnight Suns. Like, if you're a fan of the game and you like this armor, happy days. But for me, I'm like, I'm building a Hall of Armor here, and I will take a very nice gold and black armor. So I have no connection to Midnight Suns, but I'm in on this because I am an Iron Man mark. Like, if I had to get rid of everything, Spider-Man, Iron Man, X-Men. See, I can't even pick one, Rich. I can't even pick one. Iron Man's up there anyway, is what I'm saying. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of Midnight Suns, you know, it's nice to get a figure from the game. It wouldn't be my first choice, but, you know, it's Iron Man, so it's a look. I do like the shot in the top right of Iron Man there. They thought, you know, like, the shitting on the floor.
I can shit on you from the sky.
It's not enough. You can fly in the sky and shit on you. Like, obviously, I haven't got that far in the game yet, so I'm firmly expecting to shit on the ghost of Agatha Harkness in the next hour or so. I'm sure I'm nearly at that point. So Tanner can tell me he's finished the game.
Tanner, do you shit from the sky in Iron Man? A little port opens up from his asshole, like, and just like drops shit on people. Great pose anyway. Black and gold armor. Is it pinless? Can't really tell. Yeah, no, it's got pins. So there's definitely some reuse on there. I can't work out which Iron Man body it is because there's been a lot of them, let's be honest. But it's reuse, maybe a modified upper torso from what I can see. There's pins on the legs as well. So, yeah, again, this is what we call creative reuse. They're reusing pieces in the library and they've found a character that it would work for. And they've, again, it's like they did with... They've done it with other Gamerverse figures. Like, we got that Hulk that was a skin. It wasn't even the main character, but we got the Joe Fix-It, didn't we? So, Gamerverse, sneaky, but he's in there. Build a figure piece, you're going to need him. Let's keep going through these. Next up, Daredevil. But this is the modern Daredevil, right, from the recent run?
Yeah, so this goes with your Daredevil Elektra that just came out in the Spider-Man, not a retro wave. So, yeah, this is a great thing. Again, like if I've said this loads of times, but if you haven't read the Chip Zdarsky Daredevil run, start at the first volume of the trade paperback. There's an omnibus coming out next year that collects it all.
Oh, nice.
But it's just honestly, it's one of the best not even Daredevil, one of the best modern day Marvel stories. It's very much self-contained, apart from like the Devil's Reign crossover. But even that, the crossover itself is kind of self-contained. You can just read that 6-issue miniseries. You don't really have to go and read everything else with it. But really, really good Daredevil, like street level heroes. And again, this look would match that Elektra perfectly. Just, yeah, a great looking figure. I would definitely be picking this one up. And pinless, all pinless again.
Yeah, all pinless. And it's not all reuse as well. There are new elements to this one. I don't want to say it's all new, but it is completely pinless. They're trying to show off the articulation. No toe swivel, if that matters to you. He's trying to do the Iron Man pose, shitting from the sky. I don't know if it'll work, though. He's got the sort of half-in-mast haze with the beard. Matt Murdock's let his beard grow out a little bit there. A little bit of hair at the back as well. So that's a nice sculpted head sculpt. He comes with his blade weapon. So double-sided blade, bow staffing, and then obviously his biddy clubs. And then somewhere to put his biddy clubs as well. So, yeah, nice Daredevil to pair up with your Elektra. Again, it's nice to sort of create those mini teams, those mini displays within the bigger display itself. I always like when you can pair up a character with someone else and not just a lone person on a shelf. So Daredevil's looking very nice. I think people are throwing a hit in the chat for that one. Your boys got toys. Said Chips and Dipsy CD is hit. Read the run, says Jason Lopez. All capital letters with exclamation marks. So if you haven't, go and get it. Yeah, maybe I'll get a trade. Maybe I'll get the trade for that one, Rich. Add it to my collection of trades underneath me here. Right, next up, another Daredevil character, Lady Bullseye. What do you think, Rich?
Oh, 100%. Been waiting for this one a long time since she was part of like the Voter Legend. I think a long time ago, like 2014, 2015.
Yep.
It was when they revealed all of them.
Early Hasbro, yeah.
But yeah, this is a fantastic looking figure. I think she looks great. I think she's all pinless as well, yeah?
Yeah, double jointed knees and elbows, yeah.
For like a martial artist type character. And she comes with loads of stuff. Like she comes with more than Elektra comes with. She's got size. She's got fans for like fans. A bit of like Mortal Kombat tribute going on for there. The head sculpt as well with the hair, like everything. Like the face decor.
The sticks in there as well, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
They're probably weapons as well, knowing her. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's the Shriek body, I think Dwight said. And he said the deco, obviously, it's just black and white, which I do quite like black and white. But when the deco's wrong with black and white, it's very noticeable. Quam again with the super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. He says,
donated $5. Midnight Suns was a great cheesy B movie of a game. I'm hoping they do all the characters from the game.
Guan says, Midnight Suns was a great cheesy B-movie as the game, but I'm hoping they do all the characters from the game. Just quickly, Rich, for anyone who hasn't played that game, who's like the top 3 characters they could do for that?
So there's like your own character, but you can customize it type of thing.
Okay.
But then you've got Blade.
Interesting.
Like Nico Minoru, Robbie Reyes is in it, Captain Marvel is in it, and then there's like Lilith is the big bad, who again we've never had a figure of. So, but it's like a lot of like Doctor Strange is in it, Scarlet Witch is in it. Then there's like mystical versions of like Venom, people like that. They get like Lilith kind of like changes them. So there's Spider-Man's in it. It gets his like own look. They all get like mystical costume updates as well. And there's again there's like multiple skins. But yeah, there's a load of different characters they could do. Magic from the X-Men turns up. Wolverine turns up. But yeah, it's a pretty good game, to be fair.
Every time they've done a Gameverse or added Gameverse figures into a wave, there is usually like a deluxe figure as well to go along with that. We've got the Hulk. As I said, Joe Fix was a builder figure, wasn't he? But we had the Hulk. So maybe there's another figure out there with that packaging and with the Midnight Suns logo. Rich said, there's loads of options.
If they did the deluxe, I would imagine it would be like the Demon Venom, because I think people who not into Game of Thrones, but like Venom would buy that figure. That would probably have the most like cross appeal. Yeah.
Symbiote Sal. Thank you very much. Was that Ultron? Ultron Crast was just subscribed. Thank you very much. Welcome. So yeah, lots of characters. Thank you very much, Gwen, for the super chat. Collecting Rush says fan vote from 1999. 1999. That would have been way longer. 2009. Sorry, I was decade past.
Oh, that's still long enough.
Yeah.
2009.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Now she has in Legends 4, first time in the 6-inch line, like Rich says. Really like the look of this one. Always appreciate adding brand new character to the display, and when they get on this good first time round as well, happy days. All right. So Lady Bullseye. We've seen Luke Cage. Now we've got the Fist Ninja. So he comes with 2 heads. So I haven't read it, so I'm naive to this, but I'm assuming the hand have become the Fist, or the Fist have got their own team. So this ain't the hand, or it's similar, or what is it?
Yeah, so they kind of like replace the hand. They like their own like little sect of the hand, and then they like kind of like take over. But it's good to get another army builder who can like fight and I think it's similar enough to the hand as well that it can like fit in. I think they said he's got like a different logo or something on him, haven't he? I think that's what they said in the
they've said they've modded the old one, so it's a little bit shorter. So it's not the same hand ninja that we've got in the past. We had that twice. We had it in red with the Stiltman builder figure wave, and then we had it in black with the zombified look as an army builder on Pulse. So this is a third ninja, but it has been tweaked. Dwight said it's a little bit more articulated now, a little bit shorter, and then you've got the interchangeable heads, and you can see like a little red logo there on the side of his forearm, top of his arm. But otherwise, he's got the same. It does seem like the same ninja head, to be fair, that we've got in the previous ones. But then they have included that Death's head. Is that something you see in the comics, or is it just like a one-panel gimmick?
I can't place it. I was trying to think, but I'm probably it is. It's like because they're like demonic a bit in there, so I'm sure it does somewhere. Off the top of my head, I can't place that look.
A few people in the chat have read the run, so anyone in the chat knows exactly where this head came from. Is it like just from a single panel? Is it like a one-off, or is it an actual continuous look? Is there a reason they've got a skull as a head? Like Dwight said, it was because they're hard to kill. So are they just can't you not kill them and they just come back as skeletons? I don't know. But there you go. And again, he comes with all similar accessories that came with the previous ninja. Not as many, but he does come with an interchangeable set of hands as well. Fisted hands and gripping hands to hold his 2 weapons. So it's an army builder. It is an army builder as such. You buy a couple of these, you've got some ninjas to match. So Daredevil and Elektra would fight these, right?
Yeah, they could. Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. So you're building a little display already, and that's what I said. It's all about world building within the world of displays you've already got. So another option for that. And then next up, I'll throw this one to you, Rich, straight away, because this you said in our chat, and you can tell the people here, this was your highlight of today's reveals.
This was the best reveal only because the rumored and Clea I love, and this is like classic looking Clea. This is like amazing, but the leaked list that came out a couple of weeks ago said that she was going to be in a Doctor Strange look, which is like the more modern look, which I wouldn't have minded for Clea. But this is like the one we need. This is like the classic looking Clea to go with your Doctor Strange, the exclusive Doctor Strange we had last year. These two will pair beautifully together. She looks great. Like the sculpting on her, the paint work, that head sculpt is beautiful. It looks really, really good. Again, she comes with a lot of like accessories and like hands and stuff like that as well. But just a cracking looking figure. I think is she pinless as well, or is she single jointed pinless?
Single jointed pinless, I think. Can't tell on the knees. No, knees are pinless.
Nice.
Knees
so
are
yeah,
pinless.
like just great to finally get a Clea, like build up that like supernatural side of the Marvel universe. And again, she's been around a lot in the modern comic books, like as Doctor Strange, and now she's gone back to being Clea again. But yeah, and obviously she shows up in the MCU as Charlize Theron
right at the end, yeah.
Right at the end. With a look not too far dissimilar from this.
It was purple, so, yeah. It was purple and black, wasn't it? So.
Yeah. So she's just a great looking character. She can fit in with your Supernatural, with your Doctor Strange, with your Defenders. She can fit in a lot of different places. And it's like another first time in the line character. Always great to get these.
I think I'm going to pair her up with Strange, like you said. She can be like Strange's apprentice on my shelf. I think we do need more characters in the world of the sort of mystic realm of the Marvel universe. Like we don't have a Comic Wong or an Ancient One. Like I'd love to get those type of characters and sort of start rounding out that sort of cosmic world. Because we've got I guess we've got Dormammu. I guess you can count him as Doctor Strange, main villain. But we still need Mephisto and stuff like that. So completely pinless. That head sculpt looks amazing. And by the way, me and Rich are going live like an hour after the panel. So the pictures we've got are limited, but I'm sure there are tons of YouTubers right now all hovering around those little screens taking pictures of these figures, so you'll be able to get better looks this evening. They're probably on Instagram right now already, but from the promo images, it looks pretty good. But remember, in person, figures do end up looking better than the promo images 90% of the time. It's very rare you have a good promo image and a shit picture. Usually it's the other way around. Shit promo, decent figure. So if they look good here, then I imagine they look good in person as well. So there you go. There's Rectangular. He didn't guess any of these things. We definitely didn't shout you out earlier, Todd. We said you didn't know nothing. None of these reveals were talked about at the start of the year. You know nothing. That's what we said, and that's what I stick. You're gonna have to listen to the show to find out if I did. Right.
I said Rectangular said he held off leaking the Mindless.
Oh, he knew.
Hopefully the Marvel Legends team is happy. There we go. He gives some love to the Marvel Legends team.
He knew. I don't doubt he did. I do not doubt he did. Right. This one probably got the biggest pop of the evening from the people that attended the panel, at least. Marvel's Knights. Now, the last time we got a Blade in the Marvel Legends line was in the Netflix wave in 2017. It was the Man-Thing Build-A-Figure. Now, it was a sought-after figure at the time because it was like Blade, and people were excited to add Blade to their collection. But then it sort of dawned on people that it just wasn't a very good representation of Blade. He had like a weird leg articulation and aesthetically didn't look great. So since then, people are like, okay, we need another one, do it better. Rich, have they done it better? Is this the Blade people wanted?
Yeah, this is a great looking Blade, I think. It's the classic looking Blade. He's got a load of accessories and just looks really, really good. I'm really loving this figure. I think the weapons that he comes with look good. Like, could he have come with an alternate head? Yeah, that would have probably just pushed it over the edge. Did
we get two with the previous one that you could probably head swap here?
I think we did, yeah. I think there was like a vampire head and a normal head.
Yeah, maybe some opportunities there. Yeah.
Otherwise, a good looking figure.
I'm just looking at the chat. Our friend of ours, David D. Pole, says, disappointed as fuck with Blade. Is he being serious or sarcastic? I can't tell. I feel like he's being serious here. Most other people are saying hit. What don't you like about Blade? He says, I hate it. I reckon he's being sarcastic, right? I don't know. He feels very strongly. He's not really a negative guy, this guy, especially when it comes to toys. I think he loves it, and he thinks it's opposite day. You think that's what he thinks it is. I like this. I always want my mind's eye, and again, your mind's eye depends on where your preference is, whether it's the comics or what. My first main introduction to Blade was movie Blade. Like, I'm not going to lie, it was Wesley Snipes' Blade. It was 1998. It was like watching a film I probably shouldn't have been at the time. How old was I? 10? 10. So I'm watching Blade. It started within the first couple of scenes. It starts raining blood in a nightclub. I hadn't even been to a nightclub yet. Didn't know what was going on. But that's my mind's eye.
You were in for a shock.
I know, yeah.
Walkabouts,
I think I went to Icon and like a kiddies night, or like under 18s night, and it was like a phone party, and I was like waiting for these cans. I was like, when does it start raining blood in here? Like, never did. For our whole adult life, disappointed with nightclubs. But anyway, my mind's eye is like that sort of movie-looking Blade. Now, obviously, it's all inspired from the comics anyway, but I look at this Blade and think, yes, please, this is more like it. I like the flat top. I like the sunglasses. I love the vampire. Of course, Blade is a daywalker, is a vampire. The new jacket as well, so it's not the same old jacket we've got in the past, which can be annoying as shit. I like it. What can I say? It's a solid representation of Blade. It's an upgrade, isn't it? It's a fucking upgrade.
Like Baron Von Beef says in the chat, it's better than the last one.
Yeah, so. I know. Low bar. Low bar. I'm aware. And I know, again, it's one of those constant things where people either look at Marvel Legends, the glass half full or half empty, where they should have got it right the first time. I don't want to buy another one. Look, you don't have to buy another one. But if you want to, you can. And for me, I want to get an upgraded Blade. Not a problem. I'm happy with it. So yeah, Blade looking good. Like Rich said though, my caveat, when we get an angry expression, I always feel like, okay, that's fine, but give us a neutral one as well. Because most of the characters on my shelf, I always see my shelf as like school book pose type of way, where they're all just standing very regal and formal and like, yeah, we're the Avengers or we're the X-Men. And poor like everyone else is going to be nice and calm, and there's a couple of characters out there just like constantly just on my shelf going like, just mad about everything. So I think Blade's in that situation. Give me an interchangeable head.
I found this today. Look, that's my school picture.
No, zoom in, and you'll see Rich going with big pointy teeth. So yeah, give us an interchangeable head, because I don't mind the expressive angry pose. I get it. People want to take pictures, posing more dramatically, bring your shelves to life. I get it. I love it. But give us the option. I always say it. Give us options. All right. So there, very good. There we go. So that's the wave. But the Build-A-Figure, nobody predicted. I think a lot of people on our streams were saying like Franken Castle, which I thought was a bit of a long shot. I thought this was an even bigger of a long shot. And as a fucking army builder, as a Bath, don't know how I feel about Rich, but I do want it. I want more than one, to be honest.
I'm the same. This is the first Bath that I like. I want more. So like, honestly, if anyone out there is thinking this Bath is shit and wants the figures, like, hit me up. Yeah. I absolutely love the mindless ones, but you need three. You need three mindless ones. You need at least three, I think. So, like a good display.
These are controlled by so many different people in the comics, but like if I'm trying to build out that Doctor Strange display now, like I said, more mystic characters, and I've got Doctor Strange, I've got Dormammu. Can I like Dormammu controls these, right? I can have.
Yeah, there's Baron Mordo. Like at some point, I think everyone's controlled them. They're kind of like your mystical henchmen for hire type of thing.
Yeah.
They are the mindless ones, so whoever wants to control them controls them. They fought loads of people. Like it fits with Bob and Deadpool, because like in that run of Deadpool, they end up like worshipping Bob. They've got a glow stick. It's a stupid story, but because they got that, like the mindless ones see like Bob and Deadpool as like their gods type of thing. But they've been everywhere. So I think they first appear like Doctor Strange, like the mystical universe, but they've like fought everyone, even like the second best X-Men of all, Monet St. Croix. Like I think they kidnapped her father in like X Factor, and like Strong Guy and Monet like fight a load of them. Like they are like these big mindless mystical brutes basically. But this is a good interpretation of them for a Build-A-Figure. Hopefully they will get like another release where we can build them out. But yeah, hopefully I think I'm gonna get this wave anyway. I'm gonna get all this wave because I want to build this. But I probably, like, if these go down to clearance, I might build out a couple more mindless ones.
I always have a rule, Rich, when it comes to a character that's representing an army builder, a character that's like you need more than one on the shelf as a representation. I need more than one too, and this is one of those where it's a brand new character for the collection. We have never ever in any Marvel Legends line in history had a mindless one figure. Am I right or wrong? I need Rob Pollock. Has there been a mini-mates? Usually that's where I'm wrong. I don't know. So we've never had the mindless ones, and that's what you said. They show up. They're like a faceless villain. They show up all over the place in comics. Great to have them in figure form. And Build-A-Figures can sometimes be sneaky re-releases or reuse or whatever. This is all completely brand new, sculpted, unique for the character. I don't really see where the reuse could be here. Maybe you could stick a hippo head on there, maybe. I don't know. They have scaly skin, right? Just pushing my luck. But I do like it. So if they revealed this as the mindless one and it was a deluxe figure or something, I'd be like, yes, I'm buying 3 instantly. But it's a bit of a punch in the gut for it to be a Build-A-Figure, though, right?
Yeah, but I think like people in the chat are saying, so who is saying it? I think like Rectangular, Kwame Taylor, they're all saying that it's going to be released as a single card down the line. And I think it will be, or if not a single card, like these, like we do like with Venom, like these like Bath figures with like a new, like, because they could put like a mystical character with it, put that, and you got the two together.
Like you said, a comic Baron Mordo.
Put Monet's dad with it. Oh, they kidnapped Monet's dad. I get Monet's dad on my shelf.
I suggest the Baron Mordo. That's another cosmic villain we need in comic update. So I'll take that. So yeah, and to be fair, Hasbro are in the sort of, they have got us into the routine now of like, well, they're going to re-release this Build-A-Figure eventually anyway. They've done it for many. And you don't tool up a brand new character design like this and then only release it once. We'll see it again. We will see it again, maybe redecoed a little bit different, because sometimes they're brown in the comics rather than straight up black. If I remember correctly, they do look like sort of turds like walking around.
Grey, sometimes grey as well, like a more like a duller grey.
Iron Man flies up, shits it out, and then it comes to life. It walks. the mindless one. The only interchangeable parts on this are 2 interchangeable hands, and you can either take that eyepiece effect in or out. So if you are army building these, which obviously is their intention, you can pose them and display them just a little bit differently. Again, Ryan Ting said that they are on display at San Diego after the panel. So again, there's probably pictures already online. You have probably already seen the picture of the pair of them. Me and Rich haven't, because we're here live on YouTube.
Zoom in his hand for me. Zoom in his hand for me.
Yeah.
On the other one, the one we can see the fingers on.
3 fingers and a thumb.
3 fingers. What? Where was that? Where was that for Chode? Come
Poor
on
Chode.
now. You've got 3 fingers on this bloody one. Where's our Chode with 3 fingers?
Poor Chode. Again, Chode's an example of a reuse build-a-figure, sneaky. This is more like it, completely unique. So as a wave and thoughts of the wave as a whole here, Rich. All right, what do you think?
Yeah.
I haven't got an image of them all on screen, but what do we think? Favorites? What do you think?
I'm pretty happy with the wave. The Marvel Knights makes no sense when it's like mostly a mystical wave, like with Daredevil, with a couple of Daredevil figures in, and Daredevil figures that were never under the Marvel Knights brand. But for me, the highlights would be, I think, Clea. I think Clea is the highlight for me. I just think she's a great looking figure, and one that I wasn't expecting to be revealed with that look. So I think that's why she is my top figure.
That's right. I'm just trying to find a picture of them all. I know there is one. They showed it at the screen. Again, I'm on Toying Around's thingamajig. There it is. If it'll load up. So these go up for pre-order tomorrow. That's why Rich had the pictures ready. So these will be up for pre-order on all the places you buy your Marvel Legends tomorrow. They're not a Pulse exclusive or anything like that. They're a regular retail release.
Toy Ark got pictures up now if you want to go to Toy Ark.
Toy Ark has good old Toy Ark. I do like Toy Ark. They're the unofficial sponsor of the show. Let me go Toy Ark. Sorry, Kevin. You had a good go. Front row material. I did appreciate it. Toy Ark. Oh, it was the ghost. I knew it. I told you. I saved everybody 2 hours of watching that live stream. Should have been here. Right. Where are they? There are pictures at the panel as well. We could probably go to that. Let's have a look here. So there's the other look for it. Looking good. So you can either have it look like that or look like that. So there you go. So Rich, you think three's the sweet number there?
Yeah, that's why, like, having a few of them, you can get, like, the one at the front with that, and then the 2 either side. Like, that, to me, like, I mean, you could do it with 2, I suppose. 2 if you've got, like, someone standing in between them, controlling them.
Very nice. So, yeah, Rich favorite. Obviously, we know what Rich's favorite is. Again, I think it's a solid wave. I was a little when I hear the rumors and hear that there's going to be like Gamerverse figures in a wave, I'm always like, oh, really? Like, I don't want it. Like, but because it's Iron Man. I allow it. I'll allow it. Like, not that I'm in charge or anything, but I'll allow it. So yeah, solid wave. New character design, much needed upgrade of a classic character, brand new character to the line, update of a very popular character in a modernized look to go along with the character we've just got, and then a brand new, never before seen character, army builder figure, newly sculpted. Solid wave. And
a return.
Yes. Return of plastic. I've never been so happy to see a figure in a box before, but I am very happy. It puts a smile. Do you know what? That probably got the biggest pop today out of everything was the return of plastic-free packaging. Hopefully that sent a message to whoever it is that pays attention because, yeah, wow, it makes a difference to our collectibles. Like, I feel like they can become collectibles now. Do you know what I mean? Like, happy days. Really good, really good. Okay. Let me bounce back. Let me go to my list. So there were a few other things revealed. So, of course, they revealed some MCU stuff as well. So I want to see if I can get some images of that up. So I thought they'd reveal a whole wave of MCU stuff, but they didn't. Like I predicted we'd get a whole wave. But it wasn't a whole wave. Right, I've jumped to Marvelous News right now.
Yeah, he's got the booth images.
Yeah, so Marvelous News. So we knew we were going to get some MCU figures. Dan Yoon said earlier on Twitter yesterday on Twitter that today's reveals would be balanced. Balanced like all things should be, as Thanos said. So I knew what he meant. He meant comic and MCU because there's always that debate within the community of which one you want. Look, it doesn't matter. You can collect both. You can like one or the other. It's absolutely fine. But balanced he meant in regards to reveals. So I knew we were going to get some MCU figures. And I'm very happy to see, Rich, the return of probably my favourite summer programme, the Infinity Saga. I love the MCU. The MCU is what got me back into collecting as big as I do now. I've always had figures hidden in my bed, but when Iron Man came out and the Avengers, and I was like, right, I'm back in. I'm proud to be a Marvel fan again. And figures came back on the shelf. So, like, the Infinity Saga, I love adding new characters, especially updated versions, because back in 2014, when we first started getting MCU figures, they didn't have the digital face printing tech. They didn't have all the greatest articulation. Like, they were fine for the time, but now they could definitely worthy of revisiting some of those more good-looking characters. And that's exactly what they've done here, as they have given us a repainted Iron Man Mark III as an Iron Man Mark II. Now, we all knew this was coming, but again, we're not mad at it, because it makes sense. Like, it makes sense. I've literally watched Iron Man yesterday, so this is fresh in my mind. We've got Mark 1. We got a re-release of the Mark 1. And now we've got Mark 2, so we can start building that MCU Hall of Armor very nicely. So again, it is what it is. If you don't want it, that's fine. There's plenty of Iron Man out there for you. But if you do want it, it's also on the new packaging as well. I don't think I've got the image of that, but it is on the packaging, the same packaging as that summer program. And I don't know, those little details where they just continue that theme just make me very happy. So Rich, what do you think of Mark 2? Are you in? Do you need it? Do you not?
I mean, it looks nice. I do not need it. Like, for the MCU, I just got one figure of everyone apart from Black Widow. I've got a Black Widow cube, which pays off in a minute. But with this Iron Man, it's not one for me. But like you said, for people who love the MCU or for people who want to build even just to add to their Hall of Armor, good figure.
Yeah, again, it's aimed at a certain demographic for sure. So those MCU collectors will appreciate the opportunity to get this one. Previously, SH Figure Arts did all 7 of like the first armors that were on like iconic scene in Iron Man 3, but they're very expensive to get and track down. So if Marvel Legends, I've done some pretty decent Iron Mans recently, let's be honest. The Mark 3 and Mark 7 we've got recently are really good. So if they can sort of do those first 7s, like I'd really like a Mark 5 with the briefcase. Like, I'd love that. From Iron Man 2, still need a Whiplash, just saying. But I will take this for now. So happy with this. Yes, it's just a repainted Iron Man. Look, I'm not an idiot. I'm very self-aware. But I like it, all right? I'm allowed to. So there we go. Iron Man. This one, I was even happier to see. Finally! I know it's only a man in a suit, all right? I don't give a shit. But it's Bruce Banner. It's all about that representation. The last time we got Bruce Banner, Mark Ruffalo representation of Bruce, was in an Amazon exclusive 4-pack that I remember buying, and it costed me a bomb because I wasn't really used to shipping internationally and stuff, and I just remember it costing me a bomb. But it came with Hawkeye, Black Widow, him, and who else? Who was the 4th? Or was it a 3-pack? The chat can help me out. I thought it was a 4-pack. I was very confident it was, but it may be a 3-pack, so I can't think of anyone else. Bruce Banner, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and shit.
Thor?
No, it was 4. It was Thor.
Oh,
it was Thor.
Way.
I should have just went through the Avengers. I would have got there quickly, wouldn't I? Anyway, Thor, there you go. So, but he didn't have the digital face printing tech. It was on an old Marvel Legends crappy suited body. Now, granted, I haven't got a close enough picture to sort of speculate what body this is on, but it doesn't matter. We know the digital face printing tech at the minute is superior to whatever was in the past, and it's going to look like Mark Ruffalo. So, again, I'm sure we'll get some better images soon, but it is just nice to know we're getting.
You know that Marvelous News have got booth pictures, which are much better than this.
I think Toy Art did as well, to be fair. Should we go and have a look at Toy Art? Right, there you go. This is the thing where you stream very quickly. I'm just not set up. I'm stressed about pressing pictures. Right. So those were on display, were they? Oh, let's have a quick skim. We'll come back to these. We'll come back to these. We haven't went through everything, have we? So, where is he? There he is. Okay, so now we can investigate. There you go. He looks good. If you showed someone that, like you showed an actual. Look, I always think of my sister-in-law, right, who's not really an MCU fan, but she's a film buff, right? So if I showed her this and goes, who do you think that is? I reckon she'd be able to get that's Mark Ruffalo. She'd be like, oh, is that Mark Ruffalo from the Waters film that came out recently? Right, yeah, they made a film, and they made a figure about that film. I like that film. He was a lawyer, helped out the town, poisoned the water.
It does look like Mark Ruffalo, yeah. It's a good likeness, I think.
Pinless arms, double joint pinless arms on the suited body, and pins on the legs. Boo. Sad times. Nearly there, Hasbro, nearly there. But still, as I said, it's still a massive upgrade to the previous one. We've got many, many Hulks. I always like posing a Bruce Banner next to my Hulk, so you can see, like, there's Bruce Banner, there's the Hulk, all right? That's how it works. So we've had lots of MCU Hulks, not really any opportunities for a Bruce Banner. Happy to get a Mark Ruffalo likeness on a Bruce Banner figure. Very happy with that. Next to him, you can see the Iron Man and Black Widow. So, Rich, you said you were happy with this one, right?
Yeah, that's a really great face sculptor. Much better on the other early Black Widows that we got. I think was in one of the first new Marvel Legends kind of ways when she in the Civil War. Was it Civil War?
Yeah. No, it was the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, yeah.
It was the Mandroid Build-A-Figure wave. And they split the wave in two. And, like, in the back of the packaging, it had, like, silhouettes. You didn't even know who was in the other wave. It was a weird time. It was like Marvel. That was when Marvel Legends started kicking back into gear. It was the Guardians of the Galaxy, Winter Soldier, 2014. That was the same year we got the Amazing Spider-Man 2 figures as well, the Ultimate Green Goblin. This is when I got back into Legends, like, proper. I was like, in Forbidden Planet going, okay, these look really good now. I can't ignore them anymore because I tried to be as cool as long as I could, but then I realised...
You were in Forbidden Planet, Dan. You were that cool.
Exactly. I realised, I think I turned and seen like a reflection of myself and was like, okay, I'm not cool, am I? Just buy what you want, Dan. All right, so that I went full in with Legends at that point, and got all my dusty ones out from under the bed from the Epic Heroes days and whatever Toy Biz ones were remaining. Got rid of them quickly and upgraded. But now we can upgrade even those ones because they said it's the same figure with the new arms, which is better, and the new face. Now the sculpts, like Dwight said, weren't too bad even back then, but the digital face printed tech just wasn't there. So you came with the two hairstyles, the hairstyle from Iron Man 2 and the hairstyle from the Winter Soldier, where she's got like the straight hair. I liked having those options, and now you have them in figure form as well. So yeah, this is a massive upgrade. Will you buy two, one for both head sculpts for your cube, or are you going to pick a preference here?
No, because I've got all the Black Widows. I'll use one with one head and then get the new one. I'll probably use this one because I like this one.
You're a clever man. I can do that same thing. I could just buy one.
Not just you for my luck, Stan.
Thank you.
But you for more.
Finally, I knew I'd keep you around for a reason. Yes, I'll do the same. I'll just replace the head on the previous one, and let's be honest, my figures are standing there anyway. It should be fine. So yeah, Black Widow's good. Another good release, another solid individual release. So they're the only MCU figures they've shown off were those 3 figures. So you got Iron Man Mark II. I do like though. I did think to myself recently, that we haven't had the up faceplate for Iron Man in a while. We got it like on a single packed Iron Man during maybe I want to say the Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure wave. I know we got War Machine in that same wave as well. And
didn't we get it in the Infinities?
Maybe the Mark 3. Maybe the Mark 3. Either way, happy to see it again is all I'm saying. It gives you display options. We don't have too many Robert Downey Jr. unmasked heads. We've got more than we used to, of course, but back in the day we never used to have many. So glad to get that for display options. So yeah, 3 MCU figures, which does make me think, Rich, if they're showing 3 Infinity Saga figures, they're making more than 3, right?
I'm surprised that it went back to this Infinity Saga boxes. So yeah. I mean, it's nice to see it again, but obviously, I thought that was a summer theme, and it was done. Yep. So to see that back again, yeah, maybe we can get more 2-packs, more like deluxe figures because they've got the different size boxes.
So many gaps in the MCU. I'm sure me and Rich will get back round to doing a theme about what MCU characters are needed. We're definitely planning an Infinity Saga stream because I love the MCU and I do genuinely like that sort of theme that they've done with the Infinity Saga packaging. So happy to see it. So Iron Man, Bruce Banner, and Black Widow, and there's a better look at them. So right, next up on my list is more sort of random figures, as Thingy put it. But I've got... There he is. Right, let's start here. Let's start right here, Rich. I'm not going to lie. I was born in 1988. So I did some quick cramming before we went live, Rich, so I'd feel like I had something to say here. So this guy is called Crystar, right?
Or Crystar.
Crystar, yeah.
How you're going to pronounce it.
So, yeah, he's sort of crystal looking, so I guess Crystar would work better, but it's spelled Crystar. So this, let me read the spiel that I learned. So this is basically copy-paste from Wikipedia. But you may not have done bothered Wikipediaing it, so I'm here to help, okay? Right. So let me get my comic image up. I've got an image somewhere. I even got some images here. Look, this is, you're about to learn something today, all right? You're about to learn something, all right? Listen to me. Listen up. Right. The Saga of Crystar Warrior, was an 11-issue fantasy-based comic book published by Marvel Comics in 1983. So way before I was born. Way before Rich was born. It was associated with a toy line from Remco, I know who Remco are, consisting of 7 figures and some vehicles and accessories. So, like Jesse Falcon alluded to at the panel itself, he said what Marvel did, instead of licensing off their known characters, they made a character that they could make toys of, like straight away. That was the plan. He was made with the intention to sell toys, just like He-Man was at around the same time. That's why it's sort of like this same fantasy sort of realm type world. And they made 11 figures of it. And do you want me to show you, Rich? Do you reckon we're going to get this guy on a retro card? You're getting a Crystar retro card in the future? Possible, Rich, isn't it?
Maybe, Dan, maybe.
I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't be nostalgic for this because this is the first time I've ever heard of this character. Apparently Dan Larson has done one of those toy history videos on it that I'm going to have to watch to learn some more. But I'm just going to be honest with the people. I didn't know who it was. It is technically a Marvel character, but he was not in the 616 unless they've sort of added him in within...
No, he turned up in...
Oh, there you go.
After Secret War, he was like on Weird World. That's where I know him from.
So he did. I knew they would. I knew comics, innit? I knew they'd fucking. They weren't going to just have a Marvel character not turn up somewhere. So yeah, he isn't. So he's canon in the 616 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So maybe I do need him for my cosmic shelf. I'll put him on a weird shelf. I'll create a shelf and call the shelf Weird Shelf. But anyway, that's the card back. So that's what the figure, the comic. Was turned into a toy. So there's the comic. There's issue 1. It was turned into a toy line. There he is his first ever toy from Remco in 1983. And Rich, do you want to see the line of toys? Do you want to see all 7 figures?
Oh, go on, Dan. Spoil me. Spoil me.
There you go. Look at it. There you go. The whole set of 7 figures. Now, Rich, does that mean we're going to get a Crystar wave of Marvel Legends here on retro cards?
I hope not. But okay.
I hope not. Anyone in the chat remember Crystar? I know there's a couple of old fogies out there. Only joking.
Crystar. He's the Crystal Warrior. Wouldn't he be Crystar?
It's got to be Crystar. Oh, are they telling me I'm wrong? Crystar.
Have a good weekend. Rectangle already knows everything that's happening this weekend. Anyway,
bye, Rectangle.
Bye, Rectangle.
He's on to next year.
I knew this last year.
He's on to next year. Yeah, there you go. So, Crystar. Bring Toys to Works likes it. I had that vintage figure and a few of the others. You are shiny gold, God sir, says Morgan. Is Morgan speaking to me? I'm not shiny gold. Let's have a look at these. So we can
no one's saying, is it Christ or Chris? Christ or Chris?
Okay, Christ is option 1. Crystar is 1. Crystar is 2. Okay? So write 1 or 2 in the comments. 1. What did I say? I can't remember. Hang on. California Red Devil.
California Red Devil donated $4.99.
Thank you.
On brand of Hasbro to give us Krista before Crystal Tears of Joy.
See, Friday even said it as Crystar. Friday said Crystar. So Friday.
I would pronounce it as Crystar.
Okay, so on brand of Hasbro to give us Crystar before Crystal. Yeah. So I would have put that. I'm not going to lie to you. I would have preferred a Crystal. We were hoping to see Crystal today. Obviously, they've been teasing the Inhumans. Crystal was also an Avenger. She seems the most likely. But no. Okay,
everyone says Crystar.
Okay, Crystar it is. It's how it's pronounced. Okay, cool. Thank you. Crystar. Thank you. Now we know. We learned together. This was a shared learning experience. You all learnt about the toy line. I learnt how to say the name. Remember, 1983, comics, turned into toys by Remco. There was a whole toy line, and now Marvel Legends are making one. Welcome to Dan's TED Talk. Right, let's keep going.
This has got to be an exclusive.
Well, they didn't say where. They didn't say where from, so it could be in a wave. Might not be. We don't know, but it's...
What else is going to be in this wave?
Rich, did you not just see this image?
Oh, sorry, the other 6 people.
Very, very popular amongst the community.
Is Wizard Crystar?
Yeah, look,
Evil Crystar, Woman Crystar,
Wizard Monk Guy, armored military Crystar, Crystar with some funky trousers, Iron Man Crystar in red, and then weird German person. I don't know why I said German.
That looks like Mrs. Krista. That's like a woman, doesn't it?
I don't know.
In like a dominatrix mask.
Weird pants on her head, gimp mask thing. Dominatrix Krista. What a range. The packaging probably says their name, but I can't zoom in that much.
It's amazing this line didn't take off more than it did it?
Apparently, there's a vintage commercial. Maybe I don't want to get demonetized.
Don't get demonetized by watching this. No.
Quick look. Okay, there we go. That's it. That's all we see. That's all we see. There you go. Is that Chris Starr? There he is. I don't want to get demonetized, but there we go. Okay, so lessons learned. There we go. Chris Starr. We're going to get him in Legends form one day. Wave, single pack, retro card. Who knows? But the retro card is on the table. Would I buy it? I'll answer later. We'll see it first.
You would
I
buy
know,
it.
I'm an idiot. Next up, I definitely buy this one, Rich. And so
come
will you.
on,
Go on, tell us about it. Tell us about it.
This is Power Princess.
Hooray!
It's like that. This is the only reason Todd McFarlane released the Wonder Woman this weekend.
He got wind. He seen that shield and was like,
bloody Hasbro, they've got to release one now.
Yeah.
But look how good this looks. This looks absolutely amazing. Like, finishes off the Squadron Supreme. And, you know, a woman with a sword and a shield.
We've got David Evan
Smith donated $4.99.
Thank you, David Evan Smith.
I thought they said there were niche Marvel properties, so maybe ROM, Micronauts, Power Pack.
David Evan Smith says, I thought they said they were niche Marvel properties, so maybe ROM, the Space Knight, Micronauts, and the Power Pack. So yeah, maybe there's a line or a wave of more obscure Marvel characters that weren't originally in the 616, but they were Marvel branded, of course. Maybe. I know people would like that. A lot of people would.
But ROM and Micronauts are owned by Hasbro now, yeah?
Mm-hmm. So they can do them in the Legends line, surely. Yeah.
No, because they'd have to pay Marvel money. They truly do them as their own thing.
Well, they could put them in the Legends line and just not put the Marvel logo on, right? It's Hasbro's line. Could they not?
Well, then what? Would it be Hasbro Legends?
Well, they could.
It's got the Legends logo on it, haven't it?
Who knows? I don't know, Rich. I don't know.
Shut up, David.
Yeah, stop confusing us with your logic. Look, back to Power Princess. As Rich said, there was a classic Wonder Woman finally revealed by Todd McFarlane at the panel just before this one. I told you, he was seen the Power Princess shield on display yesterday and was like, shit, quick, do a digital render. We need to show off our Wonder Woman. But here we have Power Princess. This must be Hasbro, I think this year, have broken the record, not including box set teams, of completing a team within a small space of time. Now, again, the bar was set very low as it takes them decades to complete teams. But you have got that whole Squadron Supreme within the space of a year. Hyperion, Dr. Spectrum, Nighthawk, Blur, and Power Princess, the 5 members in plastic, and they look pretty good.
Yeah.
Like this release here, I don't have the other 2 packs right now. No reviews on the channel, and I never picked them up because I was like, I'm not buying Hyperion and in and that unless I get the rest of the team. And then they slowly started revealing them. Now I'm in, Rich. Now I need to backtrack, and I'm in for those other 2 packs now. Don't know. No idea where Power Princess is going to be. Will she be a single pack exclusive? Will she be part of another wave moving forward? We don't know. But,
it looks like she's got a brand new body though, which is I'm most excited about because it's like they can do all the big strong females, like a new She-Hulk, a red She-Hulk, Titania, like a lot of like the bigger characters. Look at those abs. Look at all the abs she's got.
That is a beefy woman.
She looks great, and she is literally like a little paint job away from being a Wonder Woman if you want one, which will have much better articulation than the Wonder Woman from McFarlane will have.
And that's the purpose of the Squadron Supreme, by the way. They were the Marvel sort of DC Justice League rip-off thought of. So, yeah, that's why she looks like Wonder Woman. But there's some pictures from the panel. Face sculpt looks really nice. Look at that. That does look like Diana, to be fair. Let's be honest. Like, it looks good.
It's a really good face sculpt. I'm really, really happy with this figure. Like, again, apart from Clea, this is a top contender for the reveals today for me.
There's a theme emerging there. Boobs. That's what the theme is. Right, so there you go. She's on the stage, and then there's next one.
You say boobs, Dad? Look who these boobs when you've got a new warrior. Come on.
There you go. Vitalis, Justice. Where can he go? Have we ever had him before?
We have never, ever, ever. Well, we kind of have. We've had an alternate version of Justice as Vance Astro at the Guardians Galaxy.
Oh,
look.
yes, he goes to
That
space.
is like the future version, yeah. But we've never had a Justice or like Marvel Boy as he was when he first appeared in the Marvel Universe. So this is like his more modern look. So he's the long time lover of Firestar, a mutant as well. Like he never joined the X-Men. He was with the New Warriors and then he joined the Avengers. He was like a teacher in the Avengers Initiative. He was part of like the counter New Warriors, like when the whole like siege happened, stuff like that. But yeah, just a great, great character. Fills out that New Warriors like team. So from the classic, the original version of New Warriors, we only need Namorita now. We've got all the other characters. So again, he's going to go with my New Warriors. But with this look, he can go with your Avengers. And he can go with the modern teams as well. He can go in a lot of places. But this is a great looking figure. And I'm glad that we finally got a Justice.
He is on an older body. You can see the pins on his knees there, investigation, and pins on the arms. I think it's I don't know what body it is. It's not the Sunfire because there's no ab crunch. It seems like maybe a newly tooled.
It looks like the cape is like sculpted into the.
Yeah, so maybe a newly tooled upper torso bit rather than maybe Sunfire with a new upper body, new tooled upper torso so the cape can be tooled in there. Again, people are better at that game than me. You can let me know in the comments, but that's my assumption. So again, we don't know what accessories these guys come with yet. Obviously, she comes with a shield and sword. We know that because we've seen them both. Justice, we don't really know. I don't think there's no pictures there either. No. So again, are these two a part of the same wave? They could be a wave. Maybe, Rich. Right? I'm a dream. This is a dream. This ain't happening. But again, we're just dreaming here. Is it a wave of characters that complete teams?
If it was, that would be like a good team to do.
We talked about earlier about Wolfsbane and who else was it? We've done a whole stream about character.
Go back and watch that. Yeah. We did 10 characters that we wanted. None of these were on it.
The thing is, we didn't just do 10 random characters. We did 10 characters for teams that only need one more in Legends form. Just think they could do a Legends wave where each character in that wave is a character needed to complete a team. It's doable.
Do you know what? I would love that because that would mean Namorita is in this wave. Because then she would finish the New Warriors. Or a two-pack with Justice and Namorita and finish that team off.
There you go. Maybe that's what they're doing now with this Squadron Supreme. They're like, right, let's just start rounding out these teams, put them in 2-packs, get them out there.
You could put Power Princess with Mephisto. Because when the Heroes Return happened, that all happened. And we know that's sculpted, that's never going to get released otherwise. Put in a 2-pack with Power Princess. That would piss off people. But do it. I'd buy them both.
I do think we'll get Mephisto eventually, but they're just going to wait for a while. They're going to make us wait for a while. It's going to be a while before we see Mephisto. But I'm curious where these two go. So there's those two. And then to round out the sort of 60th anniversary of Avengers, this one, Rich, makes me happy and sad. Because
why does it make you sad, Dan?
This one I'm going to put in the category of Dark Phoenix. Upstairs, brand new, mint on card. I've got a Vision. Vision and the retro card that Tanner has just sold on eBay for way over 70 quid. And again, not scalper in it. He just put it on eBay, let people bid at it, and that's what people were willing to pay. That's fair game in my eyes. And it went for way over 70 quid, which is a decent return on a Marvel Legend figure, especially at the price point we brought them for, probably of 20 quid at that point. So anyway, that's the most iconic look for Vision, but I only brought one. I only brought one on the retro card. And because I'm a sucker for those retro cards, Rich, I couldn't bring myself to open it. I was like, I can't do it. So I've been secretly hoping for a new Vision. So I'm actually really happy to see this. I'm only joking about the retro card. Now I can keep it on card and not feel mad or sad that it's trapped in plastic. Now I've got another one I can open. So yeah, brand new, pinless 616 Vision for your classic Avengers. Pinless knees, pinless elbows. He's on the Vulcan body, I believe. It is the Vulcan. I think they said that. That's probably the best Marvel Legend Vision we have gotten, full stop, period. Am I wrong?
No, it does look great, and it's all updated. So yeah, and again, it's a figure a lot of people missed out on the first time around. So to get a classic looking Vision is great, especially in this year of the Avengers 60th anniversary, because Marvel don't give a shit about the X-Men, really. Only the animated series. They're over the comic books now. They're 60 as well, but who gives a shit about that? Let's just do more Avengers. Maybe these are all part of a new Avengers wave, because they are all Avengers characters.
Could
It
be.
could be an unannounced comic book Avenger wave.
Could be, yeah. No reason why all those figures we just seen couldn't be comic. Again, they didn't announce where Power Princess is, Justice is, Chris Star is, or Vision. So they could all be part of a wave, or they could just be scattered amongst different places. We don't know.
Maybe they're the 3 HasLab tiers from this year.
Oh, maybe. I doubt it. Maybe. To be considering that they're there on show is likely we're going to get them this year. So I don't think they're too far away at all. So we'll find out sooner rather than later. Again, PulseCon is only in February, but there's going to be reveals in between them like there has been. Just think, there has been a Marvel Legends sort of piece of news virtually every week. Like, they're slowed down towards San Diego, but that was so they could reveal loads of stuff this weekend. But there is usually Legends news or pre-orders every week. So I'm sure we'll probably see where these go before PulseCon even hits. And maybe some of those teasers, which we'll get into in a second, will lead to PulseCon. But very happy with this Vision. Easily the best Marvel Legends representation of Vision. And it will pair up very nicely, not just with your Avengers, but that Scarlet Witch we recently got in the retro card as well. She was very nice. Even though I'd take a new updated pin to Scarlet Witch with double jointed elbows, you can make that as well if you want, Hasbro. I don't mind. Maybe it's in a 2-pack with this. I don't know. You can do it if you want. Just saying. Okay, there you go. Lots of stuff. Let me go to my list. I think the only thing that's left, Rich, to discuss is those 2 teasers, which I just alluded to. So let me find some images of them. Now, one of them is really, really easy. One of them is like, I don't have a fucking clue. I can't find any images of the teasers. I might have to go to the video. All right, bear with. I'll find them. The chat say anything interesting while I do this?
Retrovision says, guarantee comes out in a super annoying way, in a 3-pack. And yeah, boys got toys agrees with him.
Unless, I don't mind 2-packs and 3-packs as long as they're all characters I want. That's the only annoying thing.
Sinister Mason says he only just got the Marvel Visions last week from Diamond Select, and now they reveal this. It's always the same. I bring toys to work once Namorita should be coming.
All right, I've just screen grabbed that from a video, and I'm going to throw it up on screen right now, so we can do some 90s action movie enhancing to see if we can figure this out. Okay. There we go. Right, I've just screen grabbed this right now from a video.
Oh, that's amazing quality.
Thank you very much. Look, I don't want to push my limits with Streamlabs.
Is it a fan? Is it an A duct? What is it?
Let's zoom. Let me see if I can zoom. Zoom. Enhance. That's how all 90s crimes were solved on an old computer. This enhancing the pixelates. Because that's how enhancing works. How come the quality's not great? That's how 90s action movies showed me. Right. What the hell is it, Rich?
Is it not like something like Doctor Strangey?
I thought it looked like the window of Doctor Strange at first as well. But then it also looks like quite mechanical. Now, Jesse Falcon said something like, this is not what you expect. This is revolutionary in toy making. Now, I'm sure Jesse Falcon is just dialing it up anyway. Like, of course he is. But
it can't be a Hellcarrier. They can't do that again, can they? They're not going to do another vehicle, are they?
Quinjet? Like, we don't know what scale this is. It could be tiny or it could be big. Chat, let's see what the chat say. Chat, we need your help with this one. All right, we're live here on YouTube, Saturday night, Saturday morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Help us out here, right? This was teased at the end of the San Diego Comic-Con Marvel Legends panel as a future tease with absolutely no context at all, apart from this image of what looks like some sort of fan. But we don't know. And Jesse Falcon...
The box from No Way Home. Morgan Wolf, Tyler, and Fiendish Frank are also in it. And Joe O'Neill.
The box?
And David M. Smith. Yeah, the magical box that was used containing the spell.
Oh, do you know what? They're fucking bang on. It is, isn't it? It has to be, right?
Yeah, the Machina box.
Right, I'm Googling Machina box, right? I've got the internet. I've got Google.
Machina te cadavers. Your boy's got toy says.
Right. See, that's why we have the chat here, Rich. They can help us out.
So is it like a role play item? Is that, or is it like a tiny?
It's going to be a little accessory, isn't it? You know what? They're bang on.
Why is this revolutionary?
Right, they are absolutely bang on. It's that.
Oh,
it's fucking that. They've solved it. Well done, chat. Well done. You're right. It absolutely is. Well done. That's the advantage, Rich, of being live since the stream. So everyone else has been able to read this on Instagram and Twitter, while you and me are just not had a clue.
All your comments are just going to be, it's the Fox, you idiots.
We're like, Quinjet! Fucking Quinjet! No, we're fucking idiots. Oh, wow. No, yeah, they're bang on. It's exactly that, isn't it? Yeah, the pattern's the same. So we were sort of close. We did say Doctor Strange, didn't we? Because that would make sense, because then the second tease... no, that's not a tease. Where's my image gone? The second tease was more obvious. Oh, where was it? Come on, I'll let it play for a second. Toying around, moving his camera around. Yeah, the second tease was Dr. Octopus tentacles. So that would make a lot more sense, right? There it is. Right, guess what that is? Quinjet weaponry. Like an arm that comes off the Quinjet. It's a Doc Ock, right? It's movie Doc Ock.
Yeah, it's got to be movie Doc Ock.
Yeah, okay. So, there we go. Solved it, all right? So, they're teasing No Way Home. Now, I did think there was a possibility of them showing No Way Home, but I think on our last preview or predictions stream, we did say it's likely they may leave this. We always knew this was the last official wave of 2023, which we know we get usually the end of the third quarter, because by the end of the fourth quarter, we're getting the first things of 2024. So it would make sense for them to sort of leave this revealed as late as they possibly could, which would make sense for PulseCon. So I do think they're saving this for PulseCon. But again, it's an MCU property. Sometimes with MCU stuff, they just reveal it on Marvel.com and shit like that, you know? So I don't really know. But yeah, that last accessory is absolutely that. Use a bang on the money. It's that. It's the box that teleported the bad guys to Doctor Strange dungeon. So who do you think is going to be in that wave then, Rich? Is Doc Ock in a wave, or is he a special deluxe figure? It's got to be a deluxe builder figure or something, right?
I think the deluxe or the builder figure, he'd have to be, wouldn't he, with all his arms and everything, and especially because they've shown that. Yeah, I'd guess deluxe. I'd guess deluxe figure.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you. Deluxe figure, separate pack. Don't make it a builder figure. Put someone else as the builder figure. Sandman or Lizard as the builder figure. But yeah, I'm still intrigued. I'm intrigued with this wave just because I want to see how they deal with the Spider-Man situation. If it's just a straight up reissue of all those figures with the new heads, people that brought that free pack are going to be pissed. Now, I won't be mad. I won't be happy. I'll be in between. I'll be like, oh, that's annoying. But I'll probably still buy the new ones too. So
you'll have to if Doc Ock is the builder figure.
Yeah.
You need all the arms.
Well, whoever the builder figure is, I'm in on it anyway, I guess. If it's a new character we don't have, yeah, we shall see. David D. Paul says, Super Chat isn't letting me... YouTube isn't letting me Super Chat. Just post me your money to P.O. Box at Dan Who. No, I don't have a P.O. Box, really. I don't have a P.O. Box. What do you want to say? I'll read it. It's all good. Just tell me. Type it. Build a glider, says Tyler. Could be. Could be for Norman. We did see the Norman Osborn.
Oh, I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't do a build a glider.
Yeah, no, all do I. But they have done builder vehicles in the past. That's definitely a thing. And we have seen the glider with
Builder
SH
wings.
figure art. Yeah.
Remember Builder Wings?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, the Vulture, another Spider-Man villain. So maybe they want to continue that Spider-Man villain builder vehicle theme. But I was alluding to the SH figure arts Goblin. We have had that solicited, I think. So, yeah, maybe. Hasbro Legends are coming. We've known this for a long time. Yeah.
Four likes away from sending I'm not down the well. Press that like button now.
Right, 4 likes and we can sing and we're sending our love down the well.
He said he wanted to send me to an alternate reality.
That was mean.
Is that real? I want to say I'm coming down. I'm gonna come down your well and I'm gonna sort you out. That's what I'm gonna do.
I would get Doctor Strange to open a portal and I'll come and rescue you, Rich. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Lizard from...
I wouldn't rescue. I'd be like, Samara, get out of that well at the
end. David Evans Smith says, Wave was mostly civilians. I think Green Goblin, Sandman, MJ, Andrew, Toby, Tom, Matt, Murdoch, maybe Electro builder figure. I think builder figure... Electro is like the least builder figure-ish of the villains, if you know what I mean. Sandman you can do as a builder figure. Lizard you can do as a builder figure. Electro is the one you could probably get away with not being a builder figure. But again, we'll find out.
Like a giant, like lightning shooting out platforms you could stand on or something.
Maybe. What if they're civilian versions of Spider-Man, says Bruce? Yeah, we've mentioned that on the live stream plenty of times. We think there could be civilians versions of the Spider-Man characters. Yeah.
Surely the Tom Holland one has got to be the final suit. It's got to be.
It makes sense. I wouldn't be mad at that. I like that final suit. Like
They couldn't do all civilians, could they? They couldn't.
No. But we've just had a Tom civilian as well. To be fair, we've just had a Tom civilian in the 2-pack with Ned, so they could do spot. That's the best way to do it. That's the ideal way to do that wave. You do Tom's new suit at the end. Give him an unmasked head if you want, but give us that shiny metallic-y suit. And then the other two do as civilians. Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire in civilian sort of jumper or whatever it was when he walked out the portal. And then Andrew Garfield in a lab coat because the people associate him with a lab coat anyway. So that's the ideal way to do it. Now, do Hasbro do things the ideal way to please the community, Rich? Not usually. They usually like to make hard work of it. So... yeah, we shall see. Right, let me bounce back off that.
They gave you back your plastic-free packaging. They got rid of it now. They brought back the plastic just for you.
Good.
Stop mourning.
Good. No, I always try and be devil's advocate now on these streams because just people do my head in. Like, love it, you can hate it. Completely up to you. If you don't want to watch, don't watch. It's fine. But we're going to be sitting out here talking toys regardless. David Evan Smith has found a button in this button because he's just gifted a channel membership that has been gifted to Baraka, the collector. There it is. Thank you, David. Thank you very much. Though the super chat weren't working, but the memberships are just as welcome, my friend. That means Baraka can now go back and watch The Last Inner Circle, which is lots of fun and games. So please do go and watch The Last Inner Circle. We genuinely just drink and play games, and it's fun. We learn that in a it's crazy out of that whole stream, right? And out of all the jokes and facts we learned in that stream, Rich, the one that I took away was that there's 15% pork in a Greg sausage roll. It's the only thing I remember. That whole fucking stream. Just reading the rest of the chat. Right, chat. Did we miss anything? Is that your lot? Or did we miss anything? We could still...
The world's closed! The world is closed!
Hey, thank you for the 100 likes on the video. Much appreciated that. Apparently the algorithm likes that type of stuff. Is Ryan Ting walking around San Diego Comic-Con now topless, Rich? Is that what happened? Like, how did you get his top from him?
He signed it for me, like sent it over, you know.
That was quick.
Me and Ryan, similar bills, so it just like slipped right on. If you see that, yeah, it's like a belly shirt. Like
it's a good shirt. I like it. I'll get a salmon t-shirt and just mix it up for Peter Parker cosplay I've got going on.
It's got Beast. It's got Beast.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Very nice. Professor X.
It's got Jubilee.
There she is.
Jubilee's on my nipple. There we are.
There she is. In regards to Legends, did we miss anything? I think we got the lot, right?
Yeah, that is everything. But obviously, there's still 2 more days.
There are.
So that's not to say more will be on there.
There you are. Oh, David's found the super chat. Thank you, David.
Donated €10 and 69 cents. Klee, Power Princess, Bullseye, Scarjo Widow. The ladies win this for me along with the X-Wave. Daddy Bishop.
There you go. Thank you very much. Clear Power Princess, Bullseye, Scarlett Johansson. The ladies win this for me along with the X-Wave. Daddy Bishop, of course. Thank you very much, David. Much appreciated for your euros over there in Ireland. Ireland can now order HasLabs. He's just went and got himself a Dragonfly. So, yeah, the Marvel HasLab he'll be able to get. I'm sure he's happy about that. Abnugler says 7 days, Richard. 7 days.
That's okay, because next Thursday stream will be 6 days.
Yeah.
But in 2 weeks' time, change Toy Collectors UK, because I'll be dead.
7 days. Next week you come on and your face is all blurry. Like, what happened, Dan? I don't know.
What, Dan? It's following me. It's Rafa. He's there.
We could stay on the stream for another 2 hours and recap all the other reveals, but we won't. First, I want to ask Rich your top 3 Marvel Legends reveals, and then maybe I'll ask what else has caught his fancy.
So top for me would be Clea. I think of the reveals today, I think Clea. So today, I'm including today, not stuff we saw yesterday.
Okay.
So from today's panel, Clea would be the first one. Justice is the second one. And then I think probably Power Princess or Daredevil. I like that Daredevil because I like that run. I'd go with Daredevil, bugger. Power Princess is good, but Daredevil's on there. But from this weekend, I think like the X-Men 97 wave, I really like that Bishop and that Wolverine. Yeah. So those 2 would be in there as well.
Fingers crossed for a wave 2 of that. I'm going to say number 1 for me is animated, accurate Peter Parker. Like, just a piece I needed in my collection for my own selfish nostalgia. So very happy to have that. And Chameleon's got to be coming, all right? Hasbro. If 2024 ends, or 2023 ends, and I do not there's no Chameleon revealed in any form in animated format, I might just quit. All right, I might just quit. All right, you can hold me to it. Make it fucking happen. No one's watching this because they're at the bloody stream, so they're not even going to hear it. Someone tell them at the panel. Go and tell them now. They won't care. They'll probably hold it back intentionally so I do quit, the bastards. Favourite reveals. Peter Parker's number 1. Sorry, I'm talking to myself again. Peter Parker's number 1. Number 2, I really like Blade and Luke Cage because they're 2 iconic characters that have now been upgraded for my collection that I'm very happy about. So I may go with them in joint second, and I just want to show some love to Bruce Banner on third. I know it's not an exciting reveal, but I love the Infinity Saga line. I love that it's continuing to fill gaps within the MCU collection. They're not afraid to go backwards. They don't always have to do what's new and what's out now. So yeah, I like that they're filling gaps, and yeah, Bruce Banner looks good. But then I'm glad we're also getting a new Vision. So lots of stuff. I do like lots of stuff. And overall, as I said, to me, if I rate it today out of 10, as I said, for me it's a 7.5. 7.5 is good, people. Like, I'm happy. Everything, I liked the majority of what was shown. There was nothing that I went, oh, that's shit, what you're doing. Everything was relatively fine. Even Chris Starr. I was like, oh, I can learn something today. And I did learn something today, all right? A bit of toy history. And I don't mind that. Just going back to the poll, right? Give us your top picks from today, please, people, and we will read some out before we get out of here. Your favourite Marvel Legend reveals. Maybe not just from today, from the whole of Comic-Con so far. Remember, 2 days left. Maybe Dan Yoon's going to put out another accessory piece and tease us. Maybe there'll be a reveal Sunday. Remember, last Comic-Con, they did reveal another wave on the Sunday, but that was Black Panther, so I doubt we'll see that this time. But maybe they're holding something back, so you keep coming back to the panel each day, or keep coming back to the booth each day. That's usually what they do. So yeah, let me know your favourites in the chat below, and I'll go real quick to look at the poll. The poll currently sits at 13% say not good. 0 to 3 they rate today's reveals. 4 to 5 was 46% people. It was fine. It was fine. Satisfactory. 34% say they were impressed. Great ideas and they're happy. And 7% say pow, fire, above expectation. So a nice healthy mix of opinions there, which again is absolutely fine. No right and no answer is the right answer. It's your answer. Right, let's have a read of some of these. Favorite Legends reveal is Chris Starr, says Chris Allen. Jesse says the fist fights the hand. David says I love that Peter too. Abnugler says Chameleon has been made over and over. You just don't know it. He's in disguise. Yeah, that's what everyone keeps telling me, Abnugler. That's what keeps everyone. I'm like, I have to tell myself that just so I don't cry myself to sleep at night. But Chameleon in the animated series on Retro Card is now my most wanted legend to exist. Make it fucking happen. Bring Toys to Work says the Magneto and the Annihilus. Interesting. Yeah, we didn't talk about that yet, but yes, but Diamond Select did announce they are going to do a deluxe, a select scale Annihilus. Big Will says Blade, the X-Men 97 Wave and Vision. Joe O'Neill says Chris Starr, love that deep cut. Baron Bomb Beef says the Mafex Daredevil. Yes, again, we tried to stick to Legends talk, but again, we could do another 2 hours and everything else. But yes, they did. Mafex did reveal a Daredevil that could potentially be the best Daredevil figure ever released. Who knows? But it could be. Potential's there. Collecting Rush said Smythe, Clear, Mindless One, and Justice. Jamie says, I agree with David. The ladies talk today. Well, Jamie likes his ladies. He's a boob fan as well. He's a fellow boob admirer there, Chris. Christopher Allen, Wolverine, Power Princess, Blade. That's where I was going. David Smoke, Blade looks sick. Think the War Machine, Unmasked Head may work on that as well. Oh, okay, yeah, the one that came with the Lux War Machine has got the flat top without the glasses. I see where you're going. Daz. One Stick Shooter said, honestly, the Star Wars, the Vintage Collection has won so far. One Stick Shooter, right? This is a Marvel Legends recap show. Don't be coming over here with this nonsense, or I'll sell my Mythic Legions on eBay. Right? We'll talk about that on a different stream. Bring Toys to Work says Chris Starr, Luke Cage, and Clea. Uncage says favourite reveal is NECA, Gigantic, Kang. Marvel Legends, people. I'm only joking. Right, you've bored me now. You've ruined it for yourselves, right? You've ruined it for yourselves. Rich, we've streamed for 2 hours. We recapped everything. We had a great time. I appreciate you being here with me. Tell the good people where they can find you online.
You can find me at Displayed Once on Instagram. or in your live streams from SDCC, screen capping things for Danu.
Thank you very much. It's appreciated. It is massively appreciated, so I can do these shows for you guys, and mainly for myself. I just love talking toys. What can I say? And there's still more reveals to go. Tomorrow there is more panels. There is a G.I. Joe panel. And of course, there've been so many NECA reveals. I need to do a Joe's and Juice and a Turtles and Tea. So I don't know when. Again, hit that join button. Maybe I'll do a secret inner circle at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Maybe I'll stay up. Who knows? Hit that join button. You'll find out. But Turtles and Tea, Joe's and Juice, they're both going to be happening within the next couple of days. I'm going to make one happen tomorrow. I don't know which one it is, but I think I've got an opportunity to make one of these happen tomorrow. Probably Joe's and Juice, as there's a panel to recap. But me and Tanner could do a whole 4 hours on all the turtle reveals. So stick around on the channel for that long form content. Me and Rich will be back next week. I did want to sort of end by saying HorseCon was revealed. But Rich, I may have to, you know how to use Streamlabs, right? Because I may have to give you the keys to the castle, because I'm not going to be here on this date. Where is it? It's here somewhere. There it is. September the 22nd. Are you available?
I'll be in work that. What time is it our time? I'll be home like after 6 p.m.
11
our time.
ET. So that's 5 p.m.
I won't be at the first hour, so fingers crossed. There's no Marvel Legends the first hour. If it's 11 a.m, no, we won't be
Well, you can live stream. You can do a live stream on the channel later that night. I'm going on holiday that week. It's the first time in 4 years, people, so I'm sure you'll forgive me. So I'm not going to be here to recap that, but there'll be plenty of Legends news in between anyway. But I just thought I'd mention that day, and also Toy Fair is the weekend after. Toy Fair is literally, I can give you the date at Toy Fair right now. Toy Fair is September 30th and like August 1st, that type of weekend. So yeah, literally the weekend after. So September's the next big reveals for toys, but lots of stuff in between them. Stick around on the channel. Go and check out all my other reviews and stuff. I am going to be reviewing that Sentinel that people keep asking for. That Sentinel review is coming to see how it scales, not just with the new Epic Hero series, but of course Marvel Legends. Can that be fudged
your
in?
boy's got toys. Can't wait to see that, to see how it's going to scale with all his Mayfex figures.
He's in.
He loves them.
He's in. He's eager. And of course, thank you for checking out yesterday's recap video. People were excited. Nearly 10k. Crazy numbers for a little old me, nearly at 10k. So happy days, everybody. Thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button, join button, all of that. Let's give him a wave, Rich. Give him a word of the day. What's the word of the day? What's your favorite reveal? It could be that.
The word of the day is clear.
Clear. There you go. Clear. Bye. If it's not clear, let us know your favorite.
But Dan, you've got many other things. What was your favorite non-Marvel Legend reveal from the show?
I'm saving that for a secret stream. They're going to have to hit that join button to find out. Ooh, or maybe not. Maybe I'm going to bed. I don't know. I haven't decided.
I'm going to pick up my coffin for Abno because I'll be down the well next week.
And I'm sending my love down the well. All the way down. They're my favorite.
I want Atomic Kitten and Hooligan as my funeral song, right? Just to let you know.
Now we know.
And no one can have my lady figures. They're coming with me.
Bury them with you.